So let's have a quick introduction along with what exactly you guys are doing and then what challenges you are facing. If I talk about myself, my name is Kamran. I am in this landscape of digital marketing from last 10 years now. I started off back in 2014. I stayed at different roles. I started off with a role in Google that was somewhere in mid of 2014. I initially worked for Australia, New Zealand region, where the idea was to support the people over there, support the customers who were using Google Ads. Then I worked for agency in Delhi at the role of campaign manager and performance marketer. And then right now it's about managing a couple of projects within Digital IMC, which is an agency based in Delhi. Hey Safa, welcome to the session. So that was about me and the current challenges about my life on the daily basis would be sustaining the accounts. So whenever we become an expert in digital marketing, the challenge that we face is more about sustaining the accounts, sustaining the projects that we have. Day and night, it's all about how will we be able to deliver what we have promised to any client in that we have had. That's about me. We will discuss more about each other. So let's hear from Sunita. Hey Sunita, how you're doing? If you guys want, you can open up the camera. If you feel uncomfortable, it's totally fine. You can just keep your camera off. Totally up to you. Yeah, Sunita, you have to unmute your mic. And by the way, guys, is my voice audible? Is it crystal clear, or you guys are facing any challenge in listening my
It
voice?
is audible.
Yes,
Perfect.
yes, it's
Great.
crystal clear.
Perfect, Hiren. So let's start here out from Sunita. Where are you from, Sunita? What challenges you are facing in this
Hi,
domain?
I'm from Hyderabad.
Mhm.
Actually, I have a theoretical knowledge, but I don't have the practical knowledge. For that purpose, I want
Mhm.
to try the projects, whatever the projects. So I want to experience that practical knowledge.
Okay, so let's have a bit idea about your background. Have you done any form of marketing course, maybe a bachelor's or a master's? You learned any digital marketing from somewhere?
I did digital marketing course.
Okay.
Later, I'm doing as of now. I'm doing the digital marketing coordinator job.
That's great. Amazing.
So I want to go deeply into the ads actually.
All right. So you want to know how to do performance marketing, which means how
Yes,
to drive results by putting some budgets on different accounts.
yes.
Perfect. Cool. Let's hear from Deepthi now. Hey, Deepthi, I guess you are waiting since morning to join this session. I guess
Yeah.
you are having a good day.
Yeah. Hi, Kamran. Hi, everyone. So basically, my name is Deepthi, and I'm an MBA from MBA with marketing background, and having
Mhm,
almost 7 years of experience in e-commerce management, online,
mhm,
offline, both management. I know
mhm,
Google Ads and Meta Ads as well, theory
mhm,
based, but I know it's practical also. But
mhm,
coming to the point that before that, till 2024 December, I was into a US based firm where I was having e-commerce management profile, e-commerce manager. But
mhm,
due to some unfortunate reason, I met with accident, which
mhm,
uh, which led me to resign from my that job. And
mhm,
currently I am working, sorry, I'm learning Meta Ads and Google Ads, the advanced version. But
mhm,
the same way as Sunita said that I'm also facing the same issue because I have the knowledge, but I didn't run these ads on any live projects, right? And no one is asking, like, if I am searching for any client, because I'm good in pitching, right? I'm good at
mhm,
pitching, being a
mhm,
marketer. I'm good at
mhm,
pitching. Coming to the point, if I'm asking for the client to put the ad budget, they are asking me to that they will put only 150 rupees or 200 rupees a day, which is almost not possible to run an ads and test an ads, right? So they're not giving me budget to run or test the ads, right? Now coming to the
mhm,
point, if I'm also asking them to not give my service charge for coming 2 or 3 months, but at least put the budget so that I can at least see how to, how the test will give the result and
So
everything.
usually we call it a warm-up time. Whenever we launch a campaign, we have to run the campaign for at least a week or two,
Mm,
so that
exactly.
we get some data, some people to analyze,
And
so that
also we
there
can give
we
them
can
we can give Meta the learning phase, the learning phase
exactly,
of
which
their
is 14
data set.
days.
Exactly. But coming to the point, they are not giving me the ad budget also. They are asking me to run at point 200, 150, which is not feasible at all, right? So I saw your ad on Insta and I told I was, as I paid some amount, 200 something, and landed
Mhm.
into a YouTube page where uh, you gave me then mail ID and all. But again, the same thing which I told you again, which I asked you again and again, the training session fee and all, everything.
Sure, I'll discuss about it
Yeah, okay,
in
thank
depth. Cool, perfect. Deepti, just one last question. Where are you from? The reason I'm asking guys, where are you from? Because I'm just trying to understand if any of you guys are not comfortable in Hindi, I'm sorry, in English, then I can talk in Hindi and Urdu as well, just in case if you are not really
No,
comfortable in
I'm
the
from
language.
Patna. I know Hindi very well. I know English very well. I'm from Patna, Bihar.
That's
And
great.
where
That's
are you
lovely.
from, Kamran?
I come from Delhi, Deepti.
Delhi. Okay.
Yeah, the most crowded city in India, I guess. Cool. So let's hear from Hiren. Hiren was the third guy who joined the session. Hello, Hiren. Have you got, Hiren, first of all, have you got the emailer, like the invite over the email? Along with that, have you also got the WhatsApp invite?
I haven't checked about WhatsApp invite. I
Okay,
got invite. Let me check my email.
sure. That's fine if you can check it out.
What's a WhatsApp invite? Where it is?
WhatsApp, okay, let me just check where would the WhatsApp invite had gone. For Hiren, the WhatsApp invite must have gone to your phone number, which is 9347485717.
Yeah, Spring at live session invite. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
it's
yes.
fine. It's fine. Maybe you don't
I
actively
have
check your
just one
WhatsApp.
question, Kamran. Sorry to interrupt. So this is your first meta ads where you are getting us as a student onboarding us as your first meta ad?
Yeah, this is just a training session where we are going to talk about the challenges that people
No, no.
face in.
You ran the ads for first day
No, no,
today.
no. The ads are running for a very long time.
Acha, okay.
This is not the first session. I'm already having the sessions. People who are trainees are already there on the training sheet. So people are there. It's just that they join the different sessions, not this one.
Okay, got it.
Yes, for this session, everyone is new. Deepti, Hiren, Safa has joined the session long back, but I sadly I never got a chance to speak to Safa. That's why maybe she has joined the call. But yeah, for most of the people, I'm talking. In fact, for everyone, I'm talking for the first time in my life. Sorry, Hiren. So I really like. I'm sorry. So I was just trying to ask your how did you start in digital marketing challenges, and then what you are looking for.
Challenges like I haven't done it. I learned lots of tutorial on YouTube and lots of
Mhm.
tutorial I watch, and I already watch your tutorial as well. Everything is good, but just looking to want to switch into digital. I mean, currently working in sales, and but I want to switch into digital, but still same. I'm. I
Cool.
think this career is good or not. I have a question about that.
Okay, it's very challenging, by the way. It's amazing when it comes, when the time comes, but at the same time, it's very, very challenging. The two things which are really a hurdle for anyone making career in digital marketing, primary, and the first one is the skill set. The person need to have a very, very good technical skill set. Second, and I guess the more important one, I doubt if it's the more important than the skill set, is about the communication. If you can't communicate well, you always get challenges to grow in digital marketing career. Great, where
The
do you come from?
and it's a freelancing is a good career or just
Even if
going
you,
to
okay, even in freelancing, okay, so let's say you're gonna, okay, so in freelancing, the idea is to work on projects and earn more money against it, right? If you don't have a good communication, you don't get a client who's gonna pay well to you. So eventually you don't end up earning well even if you are doing a freelancing without having a strong communication.
so I'm
I
from
hope.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
from Surat and I just came back from UK and
that's
I
great.
completed my master in marketing.
Wow.
Uh,
From
but
UK?
Yeah, from UK, but there is no chance to get job over there, so I
Oh
came back.
yeah, I have another friend of mine who had completed his MBA from UK, and sadly he also had to come back to India just because he never got a chance to work in UK in the digital marketing arena.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused between now what I should do next. That's why I get your. I just watch your tutorial as well. It's nice, but not getting chance is the problem. That's why I took
I
the.
totally understand that. I totally understand that. Let's see what I can do for you. I'll try to be my best to you and other people. Hey Safa, you are the last one in the row. How are you doing?
Hi, Kamran.
Hey,
I'm good. Good, thank you. Basically, I'm an SEO analyst. I've
Safa,
been
do
in,
you mind if I ask you to speak a bit louder? I can hear you though, everyone can hear you, but it's just a bit slow.
sure. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Perfect.
Okay. All right. I am working as an SEO analyst. I worked as an
Okay.
SEO analyst and I recently got laid off.
Mhm.
And fortunately, I was also able to secure a job, and I'm also going to start right from next week. And I've been in this
That's
SEO for
amazing.
yeah, I've been in this SEO for about 4 to 5 years now.
Wow.
But with the recent changes in all the SEO, I was like thinking to move into performance and know a bit more about it. Though I've learned all the theoretical part, I've never, got to experience it practically because it involves money and budgets. So,
Okay, so I'm so sorry. You have to hold down. I don't know if there is something wrong with the mic or maybe it's your background. Dipti, can you hear
okay.
Safa? Or am I the only one who is not able to hear her
No,
properly?
I am also unable to hear her because her voice is bit, blurred. Maybe you can say it is
Yeah,
not
I'm
coming.
not able to figure out. I'm so sorry,
Exactly.
Safa. Can you just
Uh,
try? You can do two things. One, if possible, you can try changing your mic. If not, then maybe try speaking with a slower rate, the way I am speaking right now. Maybe try this rate of
So, but
speech.
if you are having, you are having phone earphone, then
I'm
you
using
can
my
put it
phone.
off. You can put it off,
Do you
and then
mind rejoin the call? Do you mind
please
me?
rejoin. Yeah, please.
Yeah, that may work.
Okay, Kamran, I have one question in the meantime.
Lots of questions, Deepti. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
You
Deepti, you just have
have
to hold.
you told that you have worked in Google.
Yeah, I did
So
had
will you
to
guide
work
me also
in.
how to crack Google interview?
Oh my God, it's not something that I had cracked at all. I was working in IBM back in 2012 to
That is
14.
third party you worked with Google, right?
Exactly. I worked as a third party.
Got
Initially, I was, so Google, okay, don't get excited that I was working on the Google payroll. Even though the office was in Google, the project was in Google, everyone was in Google,
it. Mm-hmm,
but the payroll was not coming from Google. So
mm-hmm,
when you work for Google, Meta, or any other company, they either put you on their own payroll, which is only happening with maybe 4 to 5% people in India.
mm-hmm,
Otherwise, they pay you on the payrolls of companies like HCL,
mm-hmm,
maybe Accenture. If not Accenture, then it could be, let's say, Serco, named as in now the Serco is renamed as another company. Another company has taken it. I'm just not able to recall the name. So think about any service provider companies in India. When I say service
Tech
provider, companies like
Mahindra, then Oracle.
Tech Mahindra, HCL, Oracle. No, Oracle is not the service provider. Oracle is having their own product.
Okay.
Any company which is
IBM.
not having their own product. IBM is a service provider. That's
Yeah.
right. So most of the companies who work as a service provider, they put their employees within Google offices,
Mm-hmm,
and the payroll, which means salary, comes from their own, but the person had to sit in Google. So for the around 3 years I was sitting in Google. The only reason I got selected by Google was, I guess, because of my previous experience with IBM. They were looking for someone who understand technicality, which I did, and can speak a bit, even though I was not having a very good communication styling and way. But somehow I was able to crack out the interview, which was only like a call center interview. So
oh,
my job for the 1 year was to become a customer support executive of Google when I was taking calls from people calling from Australia and New Zealand to help them in managing their Google Ad account. If they face
oh,
any technical issue in their campaign, ad copy, analytics, Google Tag Manager, I was the guy who was answering that.
okay. So basically, currently you are having your own agency or something.
No, I'm working with digital IMC as on the leading position, on the leadership
So this
position.
thing you're doing as a passive source of income or for helping people?
Training is always either. I'm not able to really draw the line if it's like an interest or if it's like an earning source. It serves as both for me.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's Safa
It's okay.
again.
We'll talk after a while. Don't worry. Yeah, let's hear out Safa again. Hey Safa, I hope now we can hear you.
Yeah, I hope you can hear me now because I'm through my phone.
Wow, I can hear you. Everyone can hear you now. Perfect.
All right. So where was I? So I was like, I've been working in the SEO and I wanted to actually know more about performance marketing, running ads,
Mhm,
though I know them practically. I mean, sorry, theoretically, I wanted to, get more hands-on in that.
mhm.
So that's the reason I got into searching for, things like where I can learn hands-on, and I got to see a YouTube video.
Mhm.
And then after that, I paid, and then I got a spreadsheet, but then it was like too much for me. I just was like,
Yeah, I guess this is spreadsheet too much. I'm getting a lot of complaints from people whenever they join this entire session, this entire deck. They say they're not able to understand anything, and that's why I have started keeping a calls with them so that they can understand what exactly this sheet is all about, this deck is all about, and
exactly.
how they can proceed from here. Perfect. But as you have done SEO, I totally missed about your city, Safa.
I am, I stay in Canada now,
Mhm. Okay,
and
perfect.
I'm basically from India, so southern part of India.
Okay, that's great. Glad to hear your voice in that very crystal and clear way. Cool. So, guys, I guess everyone is having more or less the same challenge, especially Deepthi and Safa. Both know what exactly digital marketing is. Both have some sort of experience in this domain. I guess everyone is aware about the terms, which means CPC, impression, clicks, click-through rate, conversion rate, ROAS. A bit tricky and typical one to understand. Let's forget ROAS. But the initial terms that we have to start our digital marketing journey starts with impression, which means when somebody sees the ad, clicks, when somebody clicks the ad, CTR, click rate on the ad copy, then when traffic lands on the website, they convert, which means conversion or sales, for which we draw a conversion rate, and the amount that we spend on a conversion against which the amount at which we generate the returns is return on ad spend. Maybe a typical one. If you guys already know, then it's maybe a revision for you. So let's say if I spend 1,000 rupees in running the ads and make 4,000 rupees of revenue from that ad spend, then we have 4x or 400% returns. The reason I'm focusing or emphasizing on returns is that whenever you think about performance marketing, it's only and only about generating returns. When Deepti or Sunita said, when we run the campaign, clients are not giving us the money. This is because they are not sure about the returns. If we as an expert can really generate returns for a client, they will be easily paying us millions of dollars or rupees for a quarter or 40 month. So the performance marketing is all about how sufficient we can become to generate returns. If somebody works in SEO, we don't measure the results in SEO. I'm not saying we don't have the results in SEO. We have to do on-page SEO, then we have to rank the keywords, then we have to get the traffic, we have to get the forms. But frankly speaking, we don't calculate the returns in SEO. We do calculate returns in forms of leads sometimes. That too happens at a very later stage, but definitely we don't calculate the returns in the form of number. We don't see how much amount we have generated on a particular day. Cool. So now performance marketing is okay. So there are two ways of performance marketing. Okay, I just don't want to, keep this session random where I'm just talking, keep on talking, and this can become or make this session boring. In between, if you guys feel you need to talk, if you have any question, you can just unmute your mic and then you can ask something. Maybe at
Yeah,
least acknowledge yes, no, or
I
something.
have
Otherwise, I'll start feeling sleepy.
I have a question. So, can you please tell me what is this Springtel and how you are taking this as an example for helping us managing our life project? Like, if you're not on, or if you are not owner of an agency, then did you build this Springtail for this purpose only?
Yeah, I have
And
built the Springtails as a project for the purpose of training people so that
and
people like you.
and why would you, okay, sorry, no, this is a bad question to ask, but even though I will ask, why would you spend on Google and Meta ads to help us learning? Like, if
I
no,
told you.
none has spent till now, then why you are coming with this?
No, I told you it's a part of passion as well as earning as well. It's going
I'm
to serve both the purposes.
okay, got it.
Okay, so just to answer you very practically, when I run these videos, people who watch the video, they purchase this training deck, and using this training deck, they help themselves to become a digital marketer so that they start knowing how to manage a project. Up until now, anyone who is learning digital marketing is actually learning tools of digital marketing. They are learning Google ads. They are learning Meta ads. They are learning maybe LinkedIn ads. They are learning Snapchat ads, where they have to learn about how to create an account, then how to create a campaign, how to create ad copies, how to create ad sets, and finally, how to deploy these campaigns. In this entire cycle of learning, they don't have a project. And the moment they go to get a job in the market, companies ask them, have you worked on a project? Have you ever driven any sales for the project? What was the conversion rate? What was the ROAS? How much budget you have spent? Anytime you go for an interview, anytime you talk to a client who is going to give you the project, he will be least bothered about how will you run the ads, how will you make the campaign. He's always going to talk about the business. So this training deck is going to help people to understand there's something called as project management, or there's something called as generating the business for the company. I hope that answers your question, Deepti. You can comment on it if
Yes,
it's not
yes,
the
it is.
satisfactory answer.
No, no, it is very much satisfactory. And again, I would ask one question again. So
Wow.
basically, it's good that you have made this project for us, for helping people like us who have only theoretical knowledge. But coming to the point, what I am asking, that I asked you that from where you will give the ad credits. Then you told what, that you are the
Baba,
responsible for this, right?
Baba, I will earn now. Okay, we will get some money
Mm-hmm.
from people like you
Acha,
who are joining the course. We will fetch
okay.
that money from there, put it into
Um,
the ad account.
Now coming to the point, Springtail is, I think, a jewelry brand, right?
It's a jewelry
It is
brand.
yours.
That's right. It
Yeah.
comes under
So
Digital
I
INC
think
ownership.
you are helping us running the ads, understanding the ads, the live project, and it will also help you getting some orders, which you will dispatch later, right?
We can dispatch the order. That's right. Absolutely.
ओके और बिकॉज एवरीथिंग विल बी प्रोसेस ना, अगर अगर ऑर्डर्स आएंगे और वो हम डिस्पैच ही नहीं करेंगे तो फिर वो यूजलेस है और अगेन कमिंग टू द पॉइंट, यू टोल्ड दैट कि people will ask us that in how many budget you have run the project. So is it possible that you can help us running the project in I probably 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs budget, because people who are running 1 lakhs budget, they will not even entertain them. They're asking at like, I am having a job. I saw a job on an Indeed, and they are paying 5 lakhs a month. A UK based firm. They are paying
Mhm.
5 lakhs a month, but they want a candidate who are running a project of 10 millions and above.
I know that. I'm aware of that.
Yeah. So how it is possible? Like how
Not
we can
possible. Not
justify?
not possible from this session. So if you are thinking that I can help you to spend millions of rupees through the Springtails project, it's not going to happen.
Okay. So I have some
Not at
knowledge
all.
about Rosso, that
Roposo Cloud.
Roposo.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
are you doing drop
Dipti, you
shipping
said
from
you
there?
said you said one question at a time.
Okay, sorry.
You
Are
said
you
I'll be
doing
asking
drop
one
shipping
question.
in your Springtail account? Because I was also thinking of doing the same in, I think, day before yesterday, and just I got your uh, you know, Instagram ads.
I guess I guess
While
I guess
thinking, I got your ads.
I think do the personal session later.
yeah, Dipti, I'm so sorry. Like, we have like other people, we really have to respect the
It's
questions of
okay.
other
It's
people as well.
okay.
Other people will really mind if I will keep on
I
talking to you. I'll
understand. I
try to
understand.
answer all the questions to by the end of the session, the questions will be answered. But if you ask everything in the beginning, then you will be holding the entire session to
No,
happen.
I understand. Please carry on, please.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Cool. So where was I? So I was trying to, okay. Oh my God. I think I am totally lost in my thoughts. Cool. So I was talking about why, okay, I have divided the digital marketing into two different segments. One segment where people start with is always about how to learn tools of digital marketing. So yeah, when you start learning digital marketing, I guess you would have started by learning the digital marketing metrics, ad accounts, campaigns, and ad copies. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hiren, you can unmute the mic. This is for Hiren. Or if not Hiren, let's say, yeah, Hiren.
I just watched the all the videos you of the all the video session you have created by link on that.
In this project deck.
Yeah.
Perfect. Have you been able to understand something from these lectures?
Yes, slightly. Like, yes, I understand that how to find the keyword, right keyword, and how to media planning and everything. I understand that.
Perfect.
What
Perfect.
project planning and everything.
Perfect. Great. Cool. So I was talking about that there are two things that we have to understand in digital marketing. One is about learning the metrics and the platforms. Second and more important one is about the understanding of a project, which means how do we plan a project? How do we plan keywords? And then something which is the most important one is about how do we make a media plan. Now here I am showing you the media planning screen of mine. Let me know if this screen is visible. And then I can, let's say, Safa can answer. What do you understand by media plan? Have you ever been able to look into a media plan?
No, actually, I haven't worked much on the ads because I'm basically the SEO side.
Mhm.
Um,
I'm aware of
I've
that.
never,
But I guess you
yeah,
must have been through the platforms like Google, Meta. Have you seen
like
these
I think,
platforms?
yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them, and I've learned them theoretically, so I know what it happens, but I've never been able to like experience it.
Okay, cool.
So,
So let's say I share you this media plan. The media plan
mm-hmm,
is having Google ads in the paid platform column.
mm-hmm,
And I ask you to launch a search campaign
mm-hmm,
with a monthly budget of 6,000 rupees only, which means a daily budget of 200 rupees,
okay,
putting an average bidding amount of 20 rupees.
mm-hmm,
Would you be able to do that?
yeah,
Perfect. So I guess now you know that launching of the campaign is not a challenge, right?
yes, mm,
What if I ask this question from Sunita? Sunita, if I give you the shopping campaign, no, shopping is a bit tricky. Let's say if I give you a search campaign again, and I simply ask you to launch this campaign with Google search and search partners in the placement, make an text ad in the ad copy, put a daily budget of 200 rupees and limit this campaign with a bidding amount of 20 rupees. Would you be able to do that?
The amount budget is 2000,
Budget is 200 for a day.
200 for a day.
Yeah. Beat any budget. It's not a question. Whenever you assign a budget, you just put that number in the campaign. The question is, if I give you this plan along with some text ads and the keywords, will you be able to launch search campaign or not?
We can launch, but
You can launch.
mostly as I heard that first text search ads, the bid range will be high.
More than 20?
Depends on the
Yeah.
bid
On the
amount.
keywords, right? So we already have this keyword plan over here in the deck. This keyword plan is for all of these paid keywords. We have around 19 paid keywords here. For most of these keywords, the top of the page bidding amount is around 14, 11, 8, 20, 15, 83, 28. So the average is less than 20.
Yes.
If you want, I can do the keyword planning once again, for which we always have to go to Keywords Planner tool. This tool is available within Google Ad account, we have to
Yeah.
get into tools, plannings,
Set.
keyword planner. From here, if I just pick out the main keyword, which is artificial jewelry, put it down in the discover keyword column, click on get results, then you will be able to see the high range bidding amount is less than 24 artificial jewelry, right?
Yes.
So the keyword will work. It will definitely start generating the clicks and impressions. But the
Okay.
question was, would you be able to launch this campaign or not, search campaign or not? If I give you everything, let's say I give you keywords, we already have it here. I
Mhm.
also give you an ad copy, which shall also be available over here. Here we have the ad copy. Will you be able to launch the campaign or not?
Yes, we can launch.
Perfect. How about you, Deepti? Will you be able to? I guess you can launch the campaign, but
Yes,
let's hear
I
from you.
can. Yes.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. And let's ask from uh, Hiren. Hiren, will you be able to launch this campaign?
Yes, yes, from Google Ad, right? Google Ad account.
Google Ad account. If I give you a draft Google Ad account, by the way, guys, to create a Google Ad account, you simply have to get into ads.google.com. Nobody asks you to pay any penny. You can launch any campaign in this Google Ad account.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to create a Google Ad account, come back to this deck and watch this. Okay, no, I don't have the Google Ad account session added to this one because it's an advanced course. If you want, I can give you the lecture of how to create a Google Ad account. But it's very simple. Creation of Google Ad account is not a big task. Okay. So I guess most of us are on the same page that they can launch a search campaign. Another question from Sunita and Safa. For Hiren, I know he has never launched a search campaign. Sunita, Safa, and Deepti, have you launched a search campaign ever?
I have drafted it. I didn't launch it with the ad budget.
Okay,
I launched one campaign in Google My Business, but my
that's a different campaign. That's a different campaign. That's a local campaign. I'm
okay.
talking about the normal search campaign.
For my
Yes,
search,
How about Deepti?
I told you I've drafted it, but I didn't launch
But
it
never
because of
launched. I'm sorry.
budget.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought that was Sunita. I'm so sorry. Okay, so Deepti has launched it. Safa has launched. Safa, how about you? I'm sorry
yeah,
if I'm
yes,
asking you again.
I've launched a
You
search
have launched a
campaign.
search
Yeah.
campaign. Perfect. Sunita, how about you?
No, I've drafted, but I didn't launch it.
Perfect. So the first thing I want from you after this session, maybe tonight or tomorrow in the morning, is to launch a search campaign from your own ad account. Okay. You need any resources to launch the search campaign, pick those resources from this sheet. You need keywords, pick it from here or do it by your own. You need ad copy, pick it from here, from the search ads tab, and just launch the campaign. This is the first thing I want from you. Second, even if you have launched it or not launched it, the bigger question is how to know about the results of the search campaign. I guess that's the most difficult part. Have you guys seen the results of a search campaign? Has any of you been able to go through the results of a search campaign?
Yes.
No.
Impression, clicks. Somebody said yes.
Yeah, that's
Have you
me.
seen the impressions CPC?
No, I'm saying, have you guys been able to get clicks from the search campaign?
Okay, I didn't launch. Okay, sorry.
When you launch the search campaign, have you got some clicks from it? That was the question. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Have you got conversions from that search campaign? Next question.
Not conversions, actually. There were conversions, but not any leads, actually. Just conversions. They just clicked on the website, filled the forms, but they didn't, convert into leads.
That's fine. So when we have a lead generation business, by the way, guys, I'm sharing another deck. This is the business verticals. These are the most available business verticals which provides the job to you. And you can see starting from the top, which says education, real estate, tour and travel, hospital, automobile, media, insurance, logistics, health, retail. Most of these businesses are lead generation businesses, which means in these businesses, we don't generate sales, we generate leads. I shall add a column that says business type. These are the service-based business, and service-based business generate leads, services, and they generate leads, which further gets converted into conversion, or we will say client. And the only business majority time that generates sales is a product-based business where we generate sales. By the way, Safa, our job as a digital marketer ends when we have a lead from the project. So if you're running a search campaign, the moment you start getting your leads, your job is over. You barely care about if the leads are being converted to sales or not. You will lose the project eventually if the
Yeah.
sales team is not converting those leads into sales. Definitely, you have to maintain the quality as well. That's why whenever I manage any project, I keep asking the sales team, how many leads they have generated, how many leads they have converted into sales. I also make an entire sales plan for them, which means how do you move your lead from cold lead to warm lead to prospect to walk-in, and walk-in to conversion. That's the normal cycle that every lead has to follow, which is a bit advanced thing. But you as a digital marketer, we as a digital marketer are not really don't really have to bother about the conversion of leads. It's not our job eventually. Cool. So now we know most of you can launch a search campaign, but then you have not launched a search campaign. You don't know how to manage a search campaign. One. Second, if you have a media plan, then you can definitely launch the campaigns, right? The main challenge that you guys face is not having a plan for the project. Does anyone in this session know how to make a media plan?
Yes, I have made media plan, but it is not exactly with what you are giving us the example. It is based on competitive analysis, then their entire social media account audit, and then coming to their meta ads, clicks, and everything what they had in their past, and then what we can bring there on their table. So I had made media plan like this, in this flow.
So has that media plan had the number of conversions? How much return you will generate towards the end of the month?
Basically, it was you can see it was a pre-media plan, means pre-onboarding. Like the client has came, it was someone else client, and he helped me doing the media plan, and the client has onboarded, and before it's onboard his onboarding process, he asked me कि भाई आप जो मीडिया प्लान क्रिएट करो जिसमें पास्ट का जिसने बनाया सर्विस दिया है उसमें क्या क्या मिस्टेक्स हुई हैं और आप उसको कैसे how you can find out how you can find out the gap and manage these things so that we can be in profitable situation. So I made all this, and I took assumption for the budget, for the clicks and everything, and then I gave the plan to them, presented to them over the Google Meet, and then they got converted
Did
for
it
that.
have the did the plan has the number of expected sales you will generate for him?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, it was having the sales. So the plan was saying, if you're gonna spend, let's say $1 million, or let's simplify it to 50,000 rupees a month, then this plan is gonna generate these number of leads.
And basically how I can calculate it, that because that agency was into D2C, especially for women fashion, right? And entire their client are into women fashion. So I had this idea by their
You can't go in detail. I'm so sorry. You can't just get into the detailing of it. The question was whether you had it created or not. I'm so sorry.
yeah, I had created. So I
Perfect.
basically I created by their past analysis and other clients analysis data.
That's fine. That's totally fine. The question was whether you had created it or not. That's it. Cool. So now you know how you had created the media plan, but do you know how to create this kind of media plan for any project where the metrics are available as CTR, conversion rate, conversions, and cost per conversion?
So if it is based on past project, then we can create from seeing the metrics. But if it is an assumption, then I need to understand it.
No, it's not an assumption. It's based on the analysis.
Then the analysis part is already given in the platform. No? We can create it from there.
So I'm saying, have you made this kind of media plan?
Yeah, not
Media plan-
exactly this flow. The flow was different, but almost the same.
almost this. Cool. Perfect. So let's say you have to create a media plan for, okay, cool. Let me just look at a figure. Okay, let's talk about a conversion rate. So here we have a conversion rate of 2%, right? One, what does this 2% conversion rate mean? And how can we increase the conversion rate for a search campaign? Because clients normally ask us if we have any conversion rate added to the media plan, they ask us how will we increase or decrease the conversion rate, because that eventually impacts the something in the account. So how can we get this, or do we get this 2% conversion rate, and what is the meaning of it?
I think conversion rate means if it is into shopping, which campaign it is, search campaign. Okay. So basically, conversion rate is how much we are getting converted. Like, agar if we are getting clicks, then how much clicks we are getting, and how much in like number of impressions में हम लोग कितने clicks ला रहे हैं और कितने link clicks हो रहे हैं, उसके basis पे what we are getting into the result as a conversion. And I think this is the conversion rate as of now for me. And now coming to the point that how we can increase it.
Wait, let's talk about what is a conversion rate, because this is something, the entire media plan is based on the conversion rate.
Mhm.
So we have to understand the conversion rate first if we want to move forward to understand the digital marketing.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's repeat again. What is a conversion rate?
Is it link clicks divided by impression 200?
Link clicks divided by
Impression 200?
impressions into 100. Not at all.
Okay, then I might be
Anyone else? Anyone else who can talk about the conversion rate?
Yeah,
And there is
can I,
something which is playing the most important factor in your ad account, guys.
can I try?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, the conversion rate is basically the number of conversions divided by the clicks into 100.
That's absolutely correct.
And then for increasing the conversion rate, like there are a lot of various things that we try. For example, if the landing page is not in a good like if there are like the headlines that do not match with the landing page headline, we optimize that, and we
Mhm.
use like high intent keywords. Sometimes we also improve the ad copies.
Can you define it in one word, in one single word, which, let's say you have to
Yeah,
answer
okay.
your interviewer
Exactly.
in one single word, how do you improve the conversion rate in the least possible words?
Exactly. So when you want to increase your conversion rate, what you do is you attract the right people at the right time. So,
But if I to increase the conversion rate, we have to make the customer experience amazing. That's it.
exactly.
It's increase the customer experience on the website.
Yeah.
So everything that you talked about comes under the customer experience,
Hmm.
right? Perfect. Cool. So, okay. So, Dipti, the conversion rate is all about, okay. So if we get 100 people coming on the website today, I'm just simplifying it. Okay, let's take it one step back so people understand the impression or click-through rate as well. Anyone who want to tell me about the click-through rate? If you can try, or anyone else can also try click-through rate. Safa, let's not try. I don't want Safa to tell me because Safa already know conversion rate. I guess she knows click-through rate.
Amount
And what
spent by number of clicks into
amount is spent divided by number of
clicks into 100.
into 100. Okay. Again, it's wrong. Anyone who wants to correct me or Deepti on it, but not the person who already told me about conversion rate. Anyone else? Let's say Sunitha or Hiren.
Yeah. Number of clicks by like impressions into 100.
Clicks divided by
Impressions into 100.
impressions into 100. Yeah, this is 100% correct. Perfect. Cool. One more metric that I'll be asking, that I'll be explaining everything which I'm trying to explain. Okay, Deepti, how does the ad? Okay, so when you see an ad in Google, let's say if I type buy shoes, What parameter controls the visibility of any ad in Google? So if you have a search ad, let's say we have an ad coming from Myntra, right? What parameter controls the this Myntra ad coming on Google when somebody types in a keyword? Yeah, Deepti, are you there?
I'm confused.
No problem. Let's talk to Sunita. Hiran, I'm sorry. I know you are a bit maybe not understanding everything that we are saying, but please bear with us, or you are able to understand these things. If you want, you can just choose to answer the question. What parameters controls this ad appearing on Google search?
Based on the keywords, like a description, where we insert the keywords in the description, where it reflects, or a bid amount also reflects the ad.
Yeah. So okay. So when we type the keyword buy shoes, let me rephrase the question. Yeah, keyword is the parameter definitely, but after typing the keyword, the ad appeared, right? So the question was, what parameter apart from the keyword, because keyword is something that we have already typed. I'm just trying to understand the parameters of Google which triggered this ad against buy shoes as a keyword. So now I have already taken
Bidding
keyword.
price?
Yeah, bidding is one of the most important factor. What else?
Quality score also takes a place.
Exactly. Anything else?
Budget.
Budget. Okay. Anything else?
How relevant your ad is.
Ad relevancy. Okay. Anything else, guys? Okay. Trust me, guys, this question is something which is very, very important. You go to any interviewer can ask you this question at any point in time. It's a bit confusing sometimes. Okay, let me answer it. So someone said budget. So if we don't have the budget, the ad will not appear at all. The budget का मतलब तो ये हुआ कि okay, budget means the campaign or the account will not function at all, right? But the parameter which controls the visibility or which controls at which position this ad will appear, apart from budget is a necessity. Like having this ad copy is the necessity now. If we don't create a text ad, the text ad will not appear in itself, right? Right, guys?
Yes, yes.
Similarly, if we don't have the keyword, the ad will not appear in itself. If we don't have the ad account, the ad again will not appear in itself. If you don't have a website, this ad will not appear. These are the prerequisites to show the ad. Budget, website, ad copy, keywords. These are the prerequisites. But that the parameter which manages the visibility of the ad or maybe the ad position is divided into two parameters only majorly. One, the most important one is the bidding score. I'm sorry, the bidding amount, CPC, cost per click. Second one is the quality score. That's it. But now the next question is on what parameters this quality score is depending upon. What controls the quality score? We have three parameters here. Yep. What parameters quality score controls?
Relevant landing page.
Relevant landing page, we call it LPE, landing page experience, right? That's a technical term. Right, Tunita? Have you heard
Yes.
of LPE? Okay.
The click-through rate.
Click-through rate, that's amazing. CTR. The third one is left. Dipti, any option that you want to try? So I'm telling three, and we have two that you are aware of. Suniti said landing page relevancy. I called it LPE. That's a technical term. We as an expert always have to, say the technical terms. Otherwise, interviewer or clients will understand it. But if you go for any interview, they won't understand the term. Even if they do, they won't like if you let's say the word. If you don't say the word exactly what it is. Like for a customer, keyword and search term is the same thing. But for us as experts, there's a huge difference between keyword and search term. Keyword is what we add in the ad campaign. Search term is what customer or user types in his search engine. Cool. Back to the third metric of quality score. Okay, so first one is landing page experience, second one is CTR, the third one is ad relevancy, which means the keywords and the ad copy should be relevant to each other, on which the ad score gets decided, starting from poor, then good, poor, then average, then good, and excellent. And everything in Google, at least in the search campaign, is based upon these two parameters: quality score or quality and bidding amount. If your ad is not showing up, check your bidding amount. If your ad is not serving in the low positions, check your bidding amount. The moment you increase the bidding amount, there are very high chances that the ad rank will also go high. Quality score takes very much time to increase. Especially when you start the campaign, you don't have quality scores defined on the keywords. It takes some time, maybe 2 weeks of time. And then you have different ways how to improve the quality score, which gets decided from 0 to 10. But then you should know that the ad ranking is based upon quality score and bidding amount. And quality score is further broken down into CTR, LPE, and ad relevancy. Now, coming to the most two important questions further. Okay, guys, Safa, Deepti, Hiren, Sunita, if you don't know CTR, conversion rate, ad ranking, quality score, trust me, your interviewer is going to reject you. So we have to be very certain, very clear about the CTR conversion rate. And Deepti, if you don't know CTR, you can't make a media plan. If you don't know conversion rate, we can't make a media plan. This entire media plan is created according to the CTR and conversion rate. So in the next 10-15 minutes, I will attempt to finish a media plan. I'll just show you how to create a media plan. And I guess once we have the media plan ready, then it's all about launching the campaigns one by one. If you have the plan ready, even if it's about the Meta ad campaign, then both of these interfaces, be it Google or Meta, is self-explanatory. All you have to do is to click on the create button, choose the campaign objective. Let's say if you have to create a traffic campaign or a sales campaign, for traffic campaign, you click over here. For sales campaign, you click over here, right? You click on continue. If you have to choose or put a daily budget, another page gives you the option of putting the daily budget over here. If you have to define audience, you define it over here. If you have to create an ad copy, you just put it in the campaign. There's no rocket science in creating the ad campaign, guys, or creating the ads or audience setting, guys. The entire science or the entire logic is if you are able to plan the project, if you are able to tell the client how many sales you will be generating towards the month end, and also how have you calculated these sales and how can you increase or decrease these sales. This is something that your client is looking forward to know. Okay, so before I go further to explain this plan, I still want to know if there is anyone who think that he or she cannot create the campaigns if he or she is already having a media plan. If I give you this plan, if I give you the ad copies, if I give you the keywords, do you still think you can't create the campaigns? Does say something, like yes, no, acknowledge something at least. Otherwise, I'll think everyone is off the call or people are
I
sleeping.
can. Yes, yes. If this is so much crystal clear, then creating ad copy is not a big deal, right? For that
Right?
reason. Yeah.
Right? Cool. So now let's try to create a media plan for any project. This time we are starting off with the Springtails because we have the project available with us. Next time, if needed, we can also create it for other projects as well. But here, let's take off everything from the media plan. And let's say we start creating a media plan. Okay, before media plan, there's something which is called as project plan, which we have not discussed. Project plan majorly talks about the objective of the project. And we have three objectives, guys. Two of the objectives are written over here. One is branding, second is sales. What could be a third objective for any marketing activity, for any project? What could be the third important objective? Anyone who has learnt
Traffic.
about the funnel, the marketing funnel, must know about the
Yeah, that
objectives.
tofu, mofu, and mofu.
Yeah, that's right. How do you explain that?
Sorry.
Just explain
Top of
tofu
the
and mofu
funnel,
for other
bottom
people.
of top
Hmm.
of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. For meta ads, I'm telling this.
Yeah, we talk about tofu mofu. We do it whenever we make any audiences in the in here, but that's a bit different
Is
of
it
what I'm
is it
trying.
traffic you are asking? Branding, sales, and
No,
traffic, or awareness?
in-
So branding is the same thing. Yeah.
awareness is brand
Remarketing.
Engagement.
engagement, right? So whenever you look for any marketing funnel, let's say if I type in marketing funnel, you will always be finding these funnels into awareness, which means branding, consideration, which means engagement, and conversions, which means sales, right? Now, ideally, as per the definition, people who do MBA, I guess any one of us is coming after doing MBA. Who was the MBA guy here?
Me.
Okay, perfect. So have you learned about doing the branding before doing the sales for any project?
Yeah, it was offline. I had learned at that time. It was very theoretical. It was not anything practical. We didn't
No,
learn,
no, I'm
right?
not talking about the practicality. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
have you learned in MBA that any
Yeah.
company who comes up in the market has to do branding and then they get into sales,
Branding.
right?
Yeah. First, branding is the main thing. Yeah.
Exactly. So let's say, which is the closest city that you are aware of, the city with that you have most of the information of in
My
India,
city.
maybe.
Uh, Maybe my city, Delhi. I lived for 6 years.
Perfect. So let's say in Delhi, you get a client today, and this client is coming from a real estate company. I
Mm-hmm.
guess we can find real estate client in Delhi, nothing impractical.
Yeah.
And this client is having a new company. And now he has, let's say he closed a deal with a builder who has to sell 100 flats in a month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or let's say 100 flats in 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds more practical, selling 100 flats in 3 months. I guess that's not a very big challenge in India, in Delhi market.
No, I guess no.
I guess no, we have a very high demand for new
Yeah,
flats.
we have HNI, high net worth customers also available on Delhi.
Yeah, we have both the type of customers. Right now, we are not talking about the price of the flats. Let's say we have a project given by a developer. Guys,
Mm-hmm.
developer is someone who has developed the property,
Mm-hmm.
and marketing company is someone who has to sell the property.
Yes.
Usually in India, these two companies are most of the time different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let's say a marketing company has to sell these 100 flats through the marketing activity, and you are the person in the agency team. Now this client, this marketing company walks up to you, talks to you, and he want to sell all of his 100 flats in the duration of 1 month, right?
Okay.
Let's say 3 months, not 1 month. 1 month is a very small time. 3 months, practical. What activity will you recommend to him? Branding, engagement, or sales?
So basically, for the real estate part, first thing is branding. Like suppose we are into, for example, any top real estate company we are taking. For example, some group's name, if you can suggest.
For how long would you do the branding? For how many days?
I think just wait a minute. I think
For
for at least for a month we will do branding, and
so
only after,
for a
yeah,
month,
only, yeah, for a
for a
month.
month.
No,
Hold on.
not for a month. I think for a month we will only do branding. We should do branding for entire 3 months. But with that, from second month onward, we should follow the sales and engagement funnel as well.
So for the first month at least, you'll be doing the branding, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Which means, guys, if we are doing branding, okay, Safa has raised her hand. Safa, will hear from you as well. Let's hear from Safa before I answer this.
But if the real estate company is already known and people know about it, like there is no use
No,
of
it's
doing.
a fresh company, new developer, new marketing company, everything
Oh,
new.
okay.
Okay, so let's put this scenario in practicality. Let's say we do branding for entire 1 month. When I say branding, LinkedIn, then we have some branding campaigns. The branding campaigns are the video campaigns and the display campaigns, majorly video display in digital format, which means through video and display, we want to tell people that we have some project coming in the market. We have something or someone who is coming up in the market. Let's say we have a new car in the market launched by Hyundai, Maruti, maybe Audi, maybe Mercedes. Even before the launch of the car, you will start seeing the car in the Auto Expo. You will start seeing the car in the newspaper. You will start seeing the car is coming at this date. I mean, car has not even come for the test drive. Before the arrival of the car in the country, the company will start doing the branding of that car. This is the branding. No car is sold. Same happens with Samsung. Same happens with iPhone. Even before launching the product, here we are talking about the product, not the company. Even before launching the product, they will start doing the branding of that product. Can someone tell me if before launching the product is the branding for a car or for a mobile phone, and after launching the product is the sale? What is the engagement for these two products? What is the engagement activity that these
Comments,
companies
shares,
do?
likes, shares, comments,
Sorry?
like the comments, like, shares, mentions.
No, oh Baba. Engagement means what is engagement for these companies as a product, not digital marketing, not marketing.
I didn't get you. Come again.
Okay. So the branding activity for a company. Now we have to think from a company's perspective. The branding activity for any company is when company is putting their product in the market for people, so they get to know about the product. This is the branding for them. Selection of medium is different thing. Selection of medium, like if they select digital medium, if they select let's say any traditional medium,
Offline.
if they go for
Offline.
movie, if they go for read, that's a different story. I'm talking
Yeah.
about branding activity for them is a phase where they want to tell people that we are having an upcoming mobile phone or a movie or a company, right? That's
Yes.
a branding. Sales part of the funnel is when company want people to purchase this car, purchase the mobile phone, go for the movie to watch. This is the sale part, or buy the products from the company.
Yes.
What is the engagement part from the
Booking.
company's perspective?
Pre-booking.
Okay. Pre-booking, exactly. Pre-booking is the engagement part. When movie releases the song, that's the engagement activity. When people book the car, or also when car gives the test drive, is an engagement activity.
Exactly.
Which
Test
means
drive,
somehow
pre-bookings, and
they
like
could engage with the customer. Pre-booking
yeah.
is a very high engagement activity. The reason I'm asking this is because if a car is taking, usually car takes or mobile takes at least a year to launch. Even movies take at least a year to launch. I'm talking about famous actors. Maybe there are some actors whose movie got released every second, third month, but most of the time the movies, especially if it's coming from the Hollywood market, it will be taking 1 or 2 years to release. Before the release, the cast will get decided. The cast will start pushing the buzz in the market about the movie. The songs, if it's Bollywood, they will release the song before 2-3 months. Song creates the engagement. Guys, by the way, it's not branding, it's more as an engagement activity, somewhere in between engagement and branding too. But eventually, it's all about meeting the funnel. But here we are talking about a real estate client, guys. A real estate client who has to sell out all of these flats in 3 months. Let's say we do a branding activity for entire 1 month. Cool. First of all, what all campaigns will be run for the branding?
Coming
And
soon.
ad types, campaign types for branding.
Display and video.
Display and video, right? Where does display ad show the ad, Deepti? The ad inventory for display ad.
Sorry, ad inventory for
Display ad.
display कहाँ पे show होता है?
बिल्कुल डिस्प्ले कहाँ पे शो होता है?
Like YouTube's वगैरह.
नहीं, यूट्यूब पे तो नहीं होता.
Video ads
Display
तो
means
होता है YouTube पे.
banner ads. I'm talking about banner ads right now.
Google My Business.
Meta ads.
No, not Meta. I think
Wait, guys. Okay, guys, wait. Today, we launch a display campaign in Google. We can launch a display campaign in Google. Let's see if we have a display campaign in the media plan. So here we have a display campaign, the top branding campaign, right? A campaign which will be having the banners. Creatives, right? The question is, where will these creatives
SCRP,
show up?
sir, sir,
अरे
SCRP.
बाप रे, दीप्ति इंटरव्यूअर भगा देगा मतलब, or he will die himself.
I think I have mixed everything, not due to theoretical reasons.
I don't know what you have learned, what you have taken, what you have heard, or what you have. SERP, search engine ranking page.
I
What
understand
Sunita
that is search.
does is SPRP. It's SPRP means search campaign. Search results shows on
Then
search. I'm
there
talking
is
about display.
something. No, banner ads are showing like in some of the. I think I have seen banner ads in some websites and all.
Where does banner ad show up? That's the question. Display
Third
campaign
party,
releases the banner ad.
third party websites. Something.
Websites, yeah, websites.
Okay, that's one. What do we call these websites? Who are these websites? If you have a display campaign launched by the Google display campaign, on which kind of website the ads will show up?
Display network.
Display network.
Audience network.
Nahi, Deepthi, now you have
Meta
gone to
ads.
Facebook Meta ads. Baba, we are talking about Google display
Sorry.
campaign. Deepthi, you have mixed
Sorry,
everything. Created some kind of meal which is having all the ingredients available in the world.
Like display ads will be displayed on our websites like mobile apps, Gmail, like or Google, any Google partners.
Exactly. So what's the technical name of them? It's
Display
GDN,
network.
Google
GDN.
Display Network. We call them Google partner sites. Now, how can a company, a website becomes Google partner? Maybe a more deeper question. Let's say you have a website, you want to become Google partner. First, can you become that? Two, how will you become that? I hope I'm not getting very deeper here, guys. Let me know if I am, because then I'll.
So you are not getting deeper, but the thing is now मतलब for me मेरा खिचड़ी पका हुआ है. मैंने ना क्या किया है कि सारे theories पढ़ रखे हैं और सब खिचड़ी पका दिए.
This happens when you don't stick to one single topic. You think you know everything, but then when it comes to actually do something, you get stuck. Let's say when it comes to telling about the search campaign, you will always stuck because you know a lot of things about the search campaign,
Exactly.
and you have left to launch the search campaign.
इसीलिए तो मैं टेक्निकल राउंड में नहीं हो पा रहा है मेरा.
Deepti, I'm sorry to say that इस understanding से, इस approach से तो
So
बहुत
that's
बड़ा-
why, that is the reason I joined you. Now, what is the other reason
Exactly.
then?
Yeah, absolutely, right. So, guys, how does? Yeah, Safa, please answer.
So basically, you need to create an AdSense account so that
Exactly. So, guys, we have a tool by the name of AdSense. We can simply go to adsense.com, where we have to register our website. And if Google approves it, then Google will start pushing the ads from the display campaign into our website via AdSense. And Google also pays out through this AdSense account. Now, apart from websites, where else ads can show up? Maybe Safa can answer this one as well. Apart from the GDN partner websites, where else?
on YouTube.
Sometimes on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is also the part of GDN network, but a very few ads will show up in YouTube. I am talking about something which shows maximum number of ads, even more than websites. I may not be wrong if I would say more than 50% of the ad goes to that part. YouTube may take only 5, 4, or 2% of the banner ads. You'll barely find banner ads running on YouTube. It does run on YouTube, but majorly video ad goes on YouTube. Banner ads rarely goes on YouTube. Or even if it goes, then the numbers are very less. I'm talking about something which consumes most of the display campaign budget, guys. Where does this display campaign budget go? If it's not display network, if it's not website network and YouTube network, what else it is? Okay, so this is the application and games.
Oh yeah, mobile apps.
Mobile apps, Android partners.
Yeah.
So mobile apps takes most of the budgets when we launch any GDN or display campaign. Right, cool. So in branding, we have discussed so far that I guess now it's clear for everyone that display campaign shows the ad to GDN. GDN includes third-party websites, applications, and games, including YouTube to some extent. Right? GDN means everything comes under GDN. All of these different kind of inventories comes under GTM. So we were talking about closing deals for a company coming belonging to Delhi, want to sell 100 flats in Delhi, have to close this entire deal or entire project within 3 days, which means within 3 months, which means they want everything to be sold within 3 months. And we have decided we'll be doing branding for the first month, right? That's what we have decided.
Yeah.
Right, which means for the first month we would want to reach to around, let's say if the project is in Noida, we would want to reach people of Noida. If we have a population of 5 lakhs, which means 0.5 million, we want to reach to these people. And yet we have not sold, or we have not received any lead yet, because we are doing branding, right? In the second month, let's say we do engagement activity, which means now we have started getting some leads from the client. In the third month, we have now started the sale. So think practically. Let's say we have a client, and we tell this client, okay, you do the marketing contract with us, but we will give you the first lead somewhere in the midst of the second month, which means you close your first client maybe somewhere in the beginning of the third month. Or if not closing, you get your first potential lead. You start talking to your people in the with the full efficiency towards the third month, and then you sell the project. For the first 2 months, we are just doing branding and engagement. What do you think? Do you think we can close the project this way? Very good example of onboarding clients. If you don't answer this question, we can't onboard the clients. We have to understand the client psychology. Think about it. Or if the client has to tell the developer, bro, I'll be selling your flats, but the first lead or the potential leads will be coming after 2 months. My agency has told me do branding for first month, then do engagement for second month, and then we will look to talk to people in the third month. If we are doing it at the third month, guys, by the way, in real estate, when we have a lead, we have to convert that cold lead into warm lead, which takes around a week's time. Then to convert a warm lead, we have to convert it into site visit. Site visit means the day customer visit the site. From that site visit, we further has to convert this lead from site visit to booking. Booking means the point where customer pays the token amount. And then eventually he has to pay the more amount for the project. So your comments, Safa, Deepti, Sunita.
So it actually depends, because sometimes for like high ticket clients it takes time, but I'm not still sure. Like,
We're not talking about ticket size here. I'm just saying,
because since
will a
it's your
developer, we have to crack a deal with developer. The question is not about whether the flats will be sold or not. We can discuss it at a deeper level, but the question is, can we really crack a client coming to us, crack a company coming to us, if we say them we will be generating you the potential leads in the second or the third month? Will they agree to it when they have to sell out 100 flats by the end of the third month?
we can say yes, but I'm not sure if they'll agree to it.
Most of the client won't agree that
Yeah,
they'll
they don't. They
give
won't
the
agree.
leads after 2 months.
Yeah, they don't.
So in the Indian market, you talk to a client, this client wants his products to be sold starting from the very first day. That's what they expect, guys. You join a company, your company will be expecting you to deliver the work. If not the first day, then maybe in the first week. Do something in the first week, especially if you are an experienced employee. If it's MNC, then maybe they put you on what is the term that we use? On the honeymoon period, that's the term people use, for maybe around 2-3 weeks, maybe up to a month. But if it's a really small company, they'll be expecting you to start doing the work in the very first week. So what would we do? Do we stop doing the branding activity? Don't we do the branding activity and just run the sales camp?
Maybe decrease the time for branding instead of just 1 month. Maybe
Let's
just
say we do it for 15 days.
yeah, just 1 week or 15 days.
Okay. Okay. So let's say now we are not doing the branding activity. We are only and only doing the sales campaigns. By
Okay.
the way, guys, what are the sales campaign? The campaign types for sales campaigns for a service-based business, let's say.
Lead generation.
For Facebook service-based business, lead generation is an excellent example of a sales campaign. 100% correct. How about Google?
Search campaigns.
Search campaign, the next one,
Um,
having huge potential in terms of getting potential leads, quality leads. Remarketing campaign,
Remarketing.
showing the ads back to people who had come on the website but not converted, not filled up the form, right?
Right.
Third, in the midst of engagement and sales, could be the performance max campaign. Nowadays, we can also try performance
Emacs.
max campaign to generate sales, right? So we have three campaigns for service. If we are into product-based business now, again, what other three campaigns we have for sales
Shopping.
category to generate sales? Shopping, the most important one. What else?
Remarketing.
Display.
Yeah, but
View.
this time it's not normal remarketing. What kind of remarketing it is if we are into a product-based business? It's a
Retargeting.
dynamic remarketing. Dynamic remarketing. A remarketing where we don't show the company only, but we show the product which person had seen on the Amazon, on any e-commerce website. So when you go on Amazon to check out a mobile phone, the ad that follows you is the product, right? Have you ever found an ad chasing you day and night, making your life hell?
Yes.
Wherever you go, the same product is connected to you. Yeah, so it's the coming from dynamic remarketing. Third one, sales campaign. Performance max, guys. Performance max campaign. Performance max plays very good role in the sales campaign as well as the service-based campaign as well for product and service both categories. Anyways, so in the Indian market, whenever you run any of these campaigns, be it search, be it performance max, be it shopping, is it not doing the branding, guys?
It does the branding.
Yeah, it does branding to a very large extent. People will
Yeah.
get to know the campaign is there, the ad is there. If we are having the ads showing up on Google, then it's doing branding, but only to people who are searching for the property. Same goes with shopping, right?
Right.
So
Mm.
it's doing branding only for people who are searching for it. This is something that we have to keep in mind.
Okay.
If we are running search and shopping campaign, let's say we are only running these two campaign, not performance max campaign, because performance max includes all the inventories, then these two campaigns will only be doing branding to people who are searching for it. And to do push branding, which means to target the ads for a entire city, first of all, it needs a huge budget, because now the idea is to show the ads to entire city. Maybe think about Delhi. If Delhi is having a population of 3 CR and we want to target ads to everyone in Delhi to do the branding activity, we would have to spend a huge amount of money, maybe more than 20-30 CR, if that's the idea. The branding, even via YouTube, to show the ads to everyone in Delhi. So whenever we do branding, it usually happen with large ticket size clients when we have that huge budget as well. For a small and medium based business, we avoid doing branding. Even if we do, then we just take a very small portion of the budget, put it in branding, and we put the remaining budget in either engagement or sales. That's it. A client who is coming up to you, okay, first of all, if you are a you are beginning your career, then you will barely get a client coming from the LCS market. Large scale enterprise client won't be coming up to you. It will either be a small client or a medium client. He won't be having the patience, neither the budget. For him, you have to convince him that from the very first week, I'll be generating some leads for you. In the second leads, you say, I'll be increasing the lead numbers. Maybe if we are getting 10 leads in the first week, we will generate 20 leads in the second week. You will start seeing some conversions happening from these from the end of second week. And by the end of the month, you will be having some closures. You will be having less closures in this first month, but in the second month, we will be running the campaign with the full potential. We will be spending lesser amount in the first month because we want campaigns to get matured. In the second month, we'll be putting more budget. So let's say if you have a budget division of let's say 10 lakh rupees, you put around 1 lakh rupees in the first month, set up all the campaigns, set up the foundation of the account, put let's say 4 lakh rupees in the second month, and remaining 5 lakh rupees in the third month. You make your plan such a way where in the first month your clients get something. He wants some bread and butter. He wants something to happen in the company. If this company is having sales team, and by the way, what would the sales team do if you don't have a lead for this company for 2 months, or at least maybe for 1 month? He would need something, right? So for this real estate client, you have to start your campaign in a way where you put, let's say, 20% budget, 10% budget in the branding campaigns, and remaining 80% budget goes to the sales campaign or the lead generation campaign that generate leads. Right, guys?
Yeah,
Any confusion? Any question for it? You can like counter me if you want to. I'm totally open to take
I, I have a
comments.
question.
Yep.
Without a branding campaign, is it actually possible to, without awareness campaign, can we directly go to, sales campaign? And we can just,
100%.
can we just skip that part because,
100%. We can do that.
okay.
That's not the ideal case scenario. We shall not be doing it. So Safa, I guess you did some SEO part. Have you not, or have you?
Yeah. I've done
Okay,
SEO.
perfect. So some people think, will I be able to sell my product if I will not be getting my website ranked in Google Ads organically?
Mm-hmm.
So now answer me. If the website is not ranking organically in Google, because SEO means organic rankings in Google,
Yeah. It's not
can
like,
can a website still sell the products?
yes, it can.
Because SEO is a major example of a branding activity at
Mm-hmm.
certain point, right?
Yeah. It's
If
not
you know,
necessary.
it's not necessary, right? We do SEO on brand keywords as well, right?
Yeah. We don't both
The
brand.
pure, yeah, we do brand keyword SEO, we do normal keywords SEO, we do local keywords SEO.
Yes.
The objective of local and brand keyword SEO is majorly to do branding,
Yes.
because they don't have very much of the traffic coming on the website. Especially brand keywords does not have much traffic coming on the website unless it's a
Exactly.
very huge brand, right?
Exactly.
So even without a brand keywords, we can sell products. Even
Mm-hmm.
by having the search campaign, we can sell products. Now the point is, if there's a company having a very good brand identification in the market,
Okay.
they can have the difference in the conversion rate maybe from 5 to 10%.
Mm-hmm.
A product, a service given by a new company will always be having a lesser conversion rate than a company having a good identification in the market,
Yeah.
having a good branding or awareness in the market, right? This is always going to happen. But we can never say that a company without branding will be having 0% conversion rate. No, it will still be having some conversion rate. Their sales team has to be excellent on converting these leads into sales. They
Okay.
have to push. A good company does not need a very good sales team. Think about any company, think about any car being launched by Maruti or Tata. They don't have to do much activity by their sales team.
Mm-hmm.
But against to which, if we have any new brand coming to India, let's say comparatively, Renault is a new brand compared to Tata and Maruti. If they launch a car, their sales team has to be very strong, right?
Okay.
Any new company coming to the market need to have very good sales team comparatively. I'm just giving comparative scenario. Cool. So we have not started our discussion about media plan yet. We were just trying to build a structure to tell you what exactly uh, things are supposed to be done in the market. What is a search network? What is a display network? What is a video network? I guess now we have clarified these points. We have clarified display network. We have clarified search network. We have clarified AdSense. What's the work of AdSense? we are yet to discuss about the CTR and the conversion rate. Deepti, are you back? I guess you were off for a while. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, yes, I'm back.
Perfect. So Deepti, I hope now you would understand that we have laid down the foundation to discuss about the media plan. Shall we just dive into the media plan now?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Now, the first thing before to which like that we have to discuss before getting into media plan is something called as uh, CTR. So guys, let me start from the very beginning, from the scratch. If I type something like buy jewelry, I get an ad. This is a search ad. Okay, again a question. Can we directly launch? I'm sorry, this is a shopping ad. What happens to me? Okay, this is a shopping ad. The question is, what can we directly launch a shopping campaign and show this ad to Google on Google? So if a client asks us to launch a shopping campaign, can we just go to Google and launch a shopping campaign the way we do with a search campaign? Can we do that, guys? Answers: Safa, Sunita, Dipti. Also, can we show the shopping ads for service-based business? Can we run the shopping ads for real estate? Maybe for education, maybe for tour and travel. Two questions at one point. Can we do that? Can we run shopping ads for service-based business? If we can we just get into Google and launch this shopping campaign to show the ads?
No.
No, no, for shopping ads, you can't do it directly.
But first question is, can we run it for the service-based business shopping ads?
You need to verify the information, like your business information.
Even if the
About
business information is verified, guys. So we can't run shopping ads for any service-based business. If I talk about typing buy flats, which is a service, MBBS admission, we won't be having any shopping ad running. Look over here. Do we have a shopping ad against buy flats?
yeah.
These are the images. Wait. Okay, these are the products, not flats, by the way. Okay. So when I said buy flats, these are the flats, matlab shoe flats. I hope you understand what does flat mean over here.
Yeah.
I have to type buy apartment, which is gonna make a better sense. Okay, buy apartment. Do you find any shopping ad running?
No.
Nope. We only have a search ad at the bottom.
Yeah.
And how did we identify if it's a search ad? By looking at this sponsor tag, the
Also,
tag on the top, right?
mhm.
MBBS admission. Again, do we find any shopping ad?
No.
So what if you get a client who is into real estate, travel, or education, and he wants you to launch the shopping campaign? Can you do that?
No.
No. So we can't run shopping ads for service-based business. We only can run the shopping ads if it's a e-commerce based business. If a business is having a website, e-commerce website, not the website, but the e-commerce website, which is further having the payment gateway as well. Payment gateway are an option so that people can push the products into the cart. So I hope now it's clear the shopping campaigns. Now, what is the technical name of these shopping ads? What are the ads called?
I'm
These
getting
ads,
two voices.
yep.
I'm getting
Sorry.
two voices of yours.
Yeah, I guess someone has. Safa, can you just try muting? Okay, let me mute you. Okay, guys. Dipti, you can tell me if my voice is okay now.
Yeah, now it is okay.
Okay, no, it's fine. Perfect. Cool. So I was talking about what is the technical name of these shopping ads. We call them shopping ads because these ads comes from the shopping campaign. Identification, ad having the image, product name, product price, and the website link is the shopping ad. But we call them shopping ad. What is the technical name of these shopping ads? Don't get confused if it's a display ad. Display ad comes on Google partner display sites. Let's say this website NDTV is having this ad running, which says ads by Google. Can you read that? Ads by Google. This
Yes.
is a display ad. right? So don't get confused. What is the technical name of a shopping ad? Okay, we call it
Product
product
ads.
listing ads. Product
Product
listing
ads.
ads, PLAs, right? PLAs. Going back. So when somebody types in buy jewelry, the moment we get the ad to see, it's called as impression. Right, guys? Any confusion into it? What is impression? Now, does Google charge for impression? Again, a very good question. Is there a way where Google search or shopping campaign can charge us for impression? Yes, no, anything? Can we get charged for impression by a search or shopping campaign?
No.
No.
Because these two campaigns shows the ads on the SERP. So Deepti, you made a point that which campaign, if display campaign can show the ads on SERP? No, it does not. The only two campaigns which 100% or majority of the time shows the ad on SERP is a search and a shopping campaign. Performance Max campaign, a new campaign by Google, because Performance Max shows the ads on all the inventories of Google, where the objective is not only to show the ads on Google, can also show the ads on Google. But primarily, search and shopping campaign shows the ad on Google. Question: can these two campaigns get charged for showing the ad, which means impression? I guess two people said no.
Yes. No.
Then which campaign can get charged for showing impression? Not on search, but anywhere in the world. Which campaign is having a bidding strategy by the name of cost per impression, CPM?
For display.
Meta. Meta.
Sorry?
Meta.
No, Deepti, not Meta. I'm sorry.
It's a display.
I haven't found one single right
Display
answer.
and video.
Again, a wrong answer. Partially right, partially wrong. Okay, so a display campaign has option where we can choose CPM as a bidding strategy along with CPC and maximize clicks as well. Then we have two additional bidding strategies, but it's only available in display campaign. For video, it's a CPV. Full form of CPV, guys. Can anyone tell me the full form of CPV?
Cost per view.
Cost per value.
View. That's right. We pay for a view in video campaigns. So the campaign that shows the ad for impressions is CPM. The reason I'm asking you these questions is because these questions are gonna come in the interviews. If you are planning to sit in any interview. I don't know if you guys are planning for it. Cool. So the moment we get to see the ad is impression. For a search or a shopping campaign, we don't pay for impression, but the moment we click the ad, we get charged. It means this company gets charged. I'm so sorry. Jam Pandit got charged. So if this ad, let's talk about this single company. If Jam Pandit ad shows to 100 people in a day, out of 100, if 5 people clicks the ad, we have a 5% CTR, which means click rate of the ad. The formula is clicks upon impression into 100. Click divided by impression into 100. Any confusion in CTR? Because we can't move from here if we don't know what does CTR mean. We have to remember it forever if you really want to work on Google Ad accounts. So rate of anything in general, if I talk about rate, it's always what we have achieved divided by what we have in total. Let's say I talk about your achievement rate, then it could be how many marks you achieve divided by the total marks. Anything that you think about when you calculate in rating something, always think of something what we have achieved versus what we had, and then multiply it into 100 so that we can pull it out in percentage. Cool. So now we know CTR. Now the moment this CTR, when people spend any time on this website, we call it session duration. The session duration is something which is available in analytics. We also have to configure the analytics for any e-commerce website. Now let's say 100 people comes on the website today on this Jam Pandit. Out of these 100, number of people who get converted, if 2 people get converted, out of 100, we have a 2% of conversion rate. Perfect. Any confusion in it, in conversion rate? And the cost we have paid for the day, let's say, divided by, I'm sorry, conversions divided by the cost we have paid is cost per conversion. So if this conversion happens for, let's say, 10,000 rupees, which means the revenue that we made after selling these 2 items is 10,000 rupees, and we spent, we got 2 products, then it's revenue by products, which means 5,000 is the cost per conversion. Any confusion in it as well? We have to use it in the media plan, guys. So let's quickly jump in the media plan. I know the call has really got delayed. I'm just quickly gonna cover up one single campaign to make the media plan. Maybe rest of the campaigns can be planned by you. So how can we start if we don't have a number? How would we get the monthly budget, guys? The most important parameter to create a media plan, monthly budget. ये कहाँ से मिलेगा हमें? How do we find the monthly budget? Safa, Deepti, Sunita, how will you find the monthly budget? Who will give you the monthly budget if you are running campaign for anyone, for a client, for an agency, for a company? Who will give you the budget?
Client will give the budget.
Client will give the budget. Either client will give you the budget or he has to approve the budget. Maybe he won't approve the entire budget, but you have to get some idea from the client. Sometimes I get a client and they tell me, I'll tell them, okay, how many budget do you have? He said, spend any amount. I will be giving you the amount. I said, okay, let's spend 5 CR a month. He said, no, not 5 CR. Okay, then I said, let's spend 500 rupees a month. No, not that. So I talk in a range. Let's say I ask him, okay, what about spending anywhere in 50,000 to 2 lakh rupees as a monthly spend? Do you think that's fine? Then he starts speaking, right? So it's very difficult to pull out the budget from the client, even to put it in the media plan, but get some budget. If not the budget, then think about, ask him how many leads do you want? Sometimes you won't be getting the right answer from the client because he does not know about anything about the ad spends. Then simply ask him either leads, or let's say you ask him to sell, if it's a real estate client, let's say, to sell 10 flats, how many leads would you need? He can say, I may need 1,000 leads to sell 10 flats with a 1% conversion rate. And then you can tell him, okay, if the lead cost is around, let's say, if it's 500, that we have to get after having the media plan. But just for an estimate, if it's 500, we multiply it by 1,000, then we can tell him he has to spend 5 lakh rupees as the monthly budget, right? Then we have to make a media plan for 5 lakh. Or let's say we just make media plan with any budget. I usually go with 1 lakh rupees of budget, and the media plan is having some formulas. So changing the budget will directly change the conversions, will directly change the sales numbers. Cool. Now, budget is something that we have to choose. So let's say we have a monthly budget of 1 lakh rupees for this entire project. I'm just making it for you. Google and Meta, how much we dedicate to Google, how much we dedicate to Meta, we have to, let's say, decide for it. Let's break it down in 50% ratio. So we put 50K in Google, 50K in Meta. In Google, for branding, we only put 10% of the budget. So we know for these 2 campaigns, we only have to put 5,000 rupees of budget. We put 2,500 over here, 2,500 over here. Now we are left with how much? 45,000 rupees for these 4 campaigns. And we know for the fact that for any real estate business, if it's a real estate, guys, we are making this plan for real estate, but not for Springtails. For Springtails, we already have the plan added to the sheet. The video is also there. So for real estate, it's about search and shopping are the main campaign. So let's say we put, we randomly put 10,000 rupees in search, same in shopping, same in performance max, same in dynamic marketing. So we have a 45,000 rupees here. For dynamic remarketing, it shows the ads back to people, only to people who had come on the website earlier. Now we can't put a huge budget to the dynamic remarketing campaign. You guys can acknowledge, yes, know something. Otherwise, I don't know if you guys are listening. Let's say we only put
I have
5,000 rupees to the dynamic remarketing campaign. Guys, nobody has questioned me how the hell I can put a
Yeah.
budget to the shopping campaign if it's a real estate business.
I have a
Can I?
question.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so that was the question I was supposed to ask. Like, for a realistic client, how do we know like this is the budget that we are supposed to put for like each of the campaigns? You cannot just like hypothetically put some values over there, right?
Exactly. I can't. I shall never be doing that.
Yeah, so like how do we know like so this like 2,500 for
The
this
question
campaign?
is the question is 100% valid. First of all, we know that we can't put any budget to the shopping campaign. We know that, right?
Yeah.
We also know we can't put much budget to the display to the branding campaigns. We have discussed it already.
Mm-hmm.
We know we can only allot 10% budget to the branding campaign.
Okay.
I guess it's easy to decide that we can break our total budget into half, putting half in Google, half in Meta. That's not a concern for you?
No, sometimes what happens is like for some clients they do really well on Meta, right? On social media, and they don't really do well on Google. So in that case, in that type of scenario, like do we like this is the place where I always get stuck, like
It's
the
a
budget.
very good example of clients.
Yeah.
Exactly, it happens. Sometimes it happens that we have a media plan. This media plan shows that we will be putting 50% budget in Google, 50% budget in Meta. What if 80% performance starts coming from Meta?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the plan is only to show project and to client. The moment we find that, we, we pick out 30% client from Google, push it in Meta, and tell the client we are doing it because we have more potential leads coming from Meta.
Okay.
Can you client say no if you do that? Let's say.
No, they won't.
Yeah, you tell the client this is the data. I had
Yeah.
planned that we will be putting half of the budget in Google, remaining half in Meta. But now your team is telling me that we are getting more potential from Meta.
Mm-hmm.
So let's put your more budget in Meta.
Okay, so like initially whenever we start, so you say like maybe we put half and half all the time, 50-50
Yeah,
all
not
the
half
time.
enough. We have to put something, right?
Okay.
It's a wise idea to break it down in half and half.
Okay.
If you have some assumptions, if you have some data, then you maybe put 70% in Google and 30% in Meta.
Okay.
For our flexibility, we're just putting half and half. In fact, it happened yesterday as well with me, day before yesterday. I was just launching two campaigns for a client in Dubai, and this client asked me to run two campaigns. One was the WhatsApp campaign. Second was the lead generation campaign. So we have two campaigns in Meta, WhatsApp and lead generation. I said, let's, in fact, if you want, I can show you that account. It's just that I'm not eligible to show you the client's account. That's why I won't be sharing it right now. But
No
I have
problem.
that account right in front of me. You just have to trust my words. So when I launched the campaign, I said, we will be putting half of the budget in WhatsApp campaign and remaining half in the lead generation campaign. That was the plan.
Okay.
In a day, we got around 10 leads from WhatsApp in the same budget and only 2 leads from the lead campaign in the same budget.
Okay.
Next day, we decided let's stop the lead campaign 100% and only go with WhatsApp campaign because this campaign is generating the exceptional results to us. And client has no issue with that. Why would the client have the issue with that?
Exactly.
Yeah. We just have to communicate. Look, this is what we are planning. This is what we are starting with. We need some plan to start with, right? But we have to work according to the data, according to the numbers that we are getting. And this is something that you guys have to become, guys. This is something that makes you a performance marketer. This is the entire science. This is the moment you start understanding where to push the amount, which campaign to run. You become a performance marketer. You become a digital marketer. That's it.
Okay.
You take all the bets, you take all the platforms. In one platform, you go with 4-4-3-3 campaign, put everything that you have in your hand, you start optimizing it. What is the meaning of optimization, guys? I hope you guys have heard of optimization, campaign optimization.
Yes, running A/B testing.
A/B testing is also a part of campaign optimization. That's right. So optimization means an expert is supposed to make the changes in the campaign to improve the performance, right?
Hmm.
The moment I call performance, it's all about decreasing the cost of sale or decreasing the cost of lead, right?
Yeah.
We don't have to stick with a media plan. We are making the media plan to have a plan ready. We always make plans for our lives, right? But the
Yeah.
moment we start, let's say we make a plan, we'll be staying with this company for 2 years. That's a plan for us, right? We make it all the time. After 6 months, we get a great offer from another company. Won't we be leaving the existing company? Do you think that we as a humans will do that if we get 4x offer, if we get 10x offer?
I'll do that.
Any moment, we love this country. All of us love our countries. Okay, tomorrow, let's say, even if I get a package worth 10x of what I'm earning from here, or let's say Sunita, Deepti, or Safa, you get an amazing offer from a company based in Australia. You had planned to stay in your city for next 5 years. Now you are getting an amazing package of 10x of your value. Do you think will you take a move or you won't take a move? Deepti, Safa.
Will take
We
will
will
take a move.
right away.
Yeah, I guess every one of us will take a move, right? If it's worth moving, of course, that's the main point. The moment we start seeing things not working as per our way, we just don't follow the media plan. If the things are going as per the plan, we follow the plan. The moment we start seeing something attractive, we just do that thing. That's the media plan. But we need a plan first, guys. We can't proceed anywhere without a plan, right? What if we don't have a plan? If we won't have a plan, that we won't know what to do in life. Similarly, if we don't have a plan, we won't know what to do in the project, right, guys? We as a humans always make houses, always make relations, always make families, and always make plans for us. Right, guys? Okay, I guess you guys don't have any plans, and because I'm not getting any acknowledgement, so maybe I'm the
Yes.
only one having my plans. Cool. A very cool response only from Safa, nothing from Deepti and Sunita, but let's quickly get into the over here. Okay. So I got the question, how the hell we can just put the budget randomly? I was telling you guys that we can put 10% of the budgets in branding, remaining 90% goes in the other campaigns. So now we are left with search, performance max, and remarketing. Okay. For remarketing, we know that remarketing campaign help us to show the ads back to people who had seen the ads ever in their lives. Right, guys? So this is only going to
Yes.
target people who had already seen the ads, which means we are not showing these ads to open market. So this is only going to have 5 to 10% of the budgets again. Let's say
Yes.
we put in 5,000 budget in the remarketing campaign. Now we are only left with shopping, search, and performance max. So we can easily put 20,000 in search and 20,000 in performance max, right? We
So
have
basically, yeah, I have one question. So you told that in Performance Max, the inventory, the inventory where ads will be shown is also shopping sometimes.
over here. No,
All
not
the in Google inventories, right?
yeah.
So why would we spend somewhere much of our budget when there is no any possibility of conversion? Like if we will spend more budget like 25,000 on search, there will be much possibility of conversion there rather than on
Exactly.
Performance Max.
Exactly. So if it's a service-based business, we have a lesser chances of conversions coming from the Performance Max campaign, but we still have the chances. The reason why we have lesser chances is because search campaign is the proven campaign for service-based businesses. This is
Mhm.
proven.
Then if
Performance Max campaign is having additional inventories. This is
mhm.
having inventories coming by YouTube and display as well. And these two platforms are for branding, but not for sale. So there are very high chances that we may not get good number of leads from performance max
Exactly.
campaign. So I just added some amount which I was about to change. I had to some amount to start my media plan. Now I'll be reducing the amount. Let's say I make it 5,000
And
and
giving
then
an
put the
entire amount
remaining.
to search campaign. Exactly.
This is how what I will do with my Google budget planning. This is done. Cool.
Exactly.
Now, if it's a meta campaign, we don't do, okay, for awareness, I can just randomly put any small budget, let's say 5,000 for awareness. For traffic, the objective is not to get, traffic will generate some leads, but let's say I put,
It
okay,
will generate leads only in case we do remarketing by pixel setup.
yeah, that's right, absolutely, that's right. So let's say I randomly put any budget to it. I have to put something, guys, I can change it. It's not that I can't erase it, right? I'm just putting some random budget right now. Now let's say which are the best campaigns for us. Conversion campaign, the campaign that will, okay, this is not the right graph for real estate, guys. We don't have conversion campaign in real estate. Here we have to put a lead gen campaign.
Leads generation.
Then we would be having a WhatsApp campaign. Then we can have a call campaign. We'll be having different campaigns for real estate. Conversion, we can still have a product catalog, no. Lead gen. Then we can have WhatsApp. And we can have a call campaign. And remarketing can stay there. It won't be having dynamic remarketing campaign because dynamic remarketing is only for the e-commerce business. Again, we are making this plan for real estate just to explain you how does media planning works. Right, cool. Now we know that we have to, okay, there's something that we can only know if we run the projects, but if we have some idea about the project, we would know that lead generation campaign is a proven campaign to generate leads. The name is lead generation campaign, guys, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this can easily, we can easily allot, let's say 15,000 to lead generation campaign, 10,000 to WhatsApp campaign. For call campaign, 5,000 is fine. For conversion, 5,000 is fine. For traffic, 5,000 is pretty much okay. For awareness and fine. Remarketing, fine. Now you can still question me. Still, I'm putting the random budgets, right? But do we have any book that says we always have to put this much amount of budget on this campaign and remaining this much of budget to other campaign?
No, I think we can
Don't have
only,
such rule.
exactly, we can only find it by seeing the result. We can adjust it.
Exactly. This is something that we are starting with. We are planning with.
Mhm.
The moment we find the result, we just
Need
push,
adjustments.
pick the budget from, let's say, the branding campaign or the traffic campaign, we push it into the conversion campaign.
We pause those campaign which is not working for us.
Absolutely. We either pause it. I usually don't pause the campaign. If I find any campaign not performing, I give a very small budget to the non-performing campaign. And there's a reason behind it. Okay. I don't want to bet only on the one campaign in the entire platform. Let's say we find lead gen campaign is running absolutely fine, and we stop all the remaining campaigns, only and only running the lead generation campaign, assuming that only lead generation is driving the business force for us, right? What if one bad day this lead gen campaign is not working for you? Do you think it's not possible?
It is possible that it might
What if
not
for the
work.
entire week that lead gen campaign does not perform for you?
Exactly. For
Then you
that,
won't be having anything else to bet on.
exactly.
So don't rely on one single source for business. Whenever you become an expert, always try to have multiple sources. Always keep your backups, even if the backup is giving you a higher cost per lead.
Exactly. For some of the backups, we need a low budget, and for some we need high.
Right.
And accordingly, we will adjust in future, right?
Exactly. If something is really not working at all, you can pause it, but still don't delete the campaign. Keep it in the paused mode. So the moment you find the campaign, you need to run the campaign, just run the campaign. But for the remaining campaigns, put it in the lesser budget, maybe with a very, very small budget. But
even
still
we have like the A/B testing part, but also the different. We can also make different ad sets and then different ad creatives, and in which we can test which creatives and ad set is working for us, and we can
right now we are just planning the campaigns.
Means for that reason we can pause one of the ad set and we can put budget on second ad set maybe.
Yeah, that's a campaign optimization, Deepthi. This is something that we do after we have the campaigns active. Right now we are planning if we run the campaign, not run the campaign, what all campaigns run.
Okay.
A/B testing at the ad set level can be done when we have the campaigns running. Right
Exactly.
now, we are just talking about how and what campaigns to run, right?
Mhm.
So
Okay.
as of now, we don't talk about A/B testing when we are planning any media plan. Initially, it's all about what campaigns we have to launch and how to bifurcate the budget.
I think Safa has
Now,
some questions. She has raised her hand.
yeah, Safa, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Please go ahead. Yes, Safa, you want to ask something?
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Okay, so I have this question. So we know, for example, a campaign is not performing well,
Mhm.
and we want to pause the campaign. So is there a specific timeline? Say, for example, I see it today. Should
Mhm.
I just pause it today or give it like 2 or 3 days time and see how it's performing?
Okay, now
Because
this is something which happens with me on the daily basis. Trust me when I'm saying this one again. I have a campaign running, giving me the leads for the last 15 days, let's say, 14 days, let's say. And today this campaign does not perform. You know what will happen by the end of the day? I'll get a client, I'll get the call from the client, and he will say, my campaign is not generating leads. Please do something with the campaign. Change the campaign, delete the campaign, make a new campaign.
So
And you know
client
what I will
also sees
do?
dashboard.
Wait, Dipti, I have not
I'm
finished. I have
sorry,
not
but
finished this.
in between, I have just
Just
one question. Like client also see this dashboard that it's not generating rates or something.
let me answer my thing, which I'm trying to
Okay, I'm
say.
sorry.
Okay, it's okay. So I was saying a client having a campaign running performed for 14 days. 15th day the campaign does not perform. The client calls me in the evening, maybe in the middle of the day, somewhere around 4, and he will say the campaign does not perform. Do something. Make a new campaign. Do A/B testing. Change the ad copy. What will I do? That's the question. What will I do as an expert? Do I change anything if the campaign is consuming the budget, not generating leads? Guys, I will do nothing. Nothing. Not a single change. Now tell me why.
no idea. I don't know why you don't do anything.
Okay. So let's say you have a driver, you have an employee. This employee working day and night from last 14 days, delivering his services. One bad day, he does not work, does not perform, does not show up. Will you fire this client? Will you fire this employee of yours?
No, maybe
No.
give time for.
No.
Yeah.
This campaign has performed for me in last 14 days. It was driving my business in last 14 days. If one day the campaign does not perform, I will not make a change. I'll wait. I'll wait till tomorrow. If campaign will still not perform, I'll just go through the campaign. I'll start seeing what exactly went wrong. And if I find something wrong, then only I make the change. And guys, 90% times the campaign starts performing the next day. The question is, why would something not perform which is performing from the last 14 days? Maybe something goes wrong. Something ad is not going to the right inventory. People have searched the ad landing on the website, not purchased the item only for one particular day, right? The campaign, the keywords, the ad copy, everything performed well for last 14 days. So we have to stick with the positive data, with the positive leads that we got from last 14 days, right? We don't make a change. Then what do we tell the
So
client?
how? Yes, exactly. The next question. What?
Exactly. That's the question. What do we tell the client? Okay, we are looking into it. We are going through it. We are examining it. We are making the changes. We have done some minute changes. We can always do some changes which will not make any difference in the campaign. If it's a search campaign, I can add 1 or 2 negative keywords. It won't impact it. If it's a display campaign, I can maybe add one more ad group in the campaign. Again, won't impact the existing ad group. If it's a shopping campaign, I can push one more product, maybe increase or decrease the bidding a bit. Something that can be counted as a change, but I know for the fact that I have not done any change. Don't do any major change. Maybe small tweaks here and there, right? Like if you have an employee, you don't fire him, just ask him, okay, you have not performed today, just please show up on time. You push him a little, right? You don't fire the employee of yours. or the driver of yours, right? For 1 day mistake. If it's happening now, first, second, and third, then you think about doing something impactful in this campaign, or maybe now thinking about making a new campaign. But don't break something which has been there with you for a very long time. We always do that with all the relationships that we follow, that we do, mom, dad, wife, husband. We don't just break the relationship in one bad for one bad day. Right, guys? Cool. So acknowledgements from you guys again. Now, search campaign, how do we proceed with this media plan? The pace with which we are doing, I guess we already, one guy has already left. I wonder what if all three of you would left the call and I will be only one speaking about the call.
I think he left because he is very fresher in this field, maybe.
I assume that, yeah, that's right. But even though the discussion that we are having is not a deep level discussion, we are just
No,
having a
because
very
might be
structural discussion.
he's not understanding what is the exact structure of everything which we are explaining in front of each other,
Yeah,
discussing.
it could also be he got bored of my jokes, he
Yeah,
got bored,
exactly.
and he was not
But
understanding
it
anything
is
that
it
was to
is
be
a
written.
recorded session. He might see the recording again.
Yeah, I assume
So
that.
one more thing I have in between question, like please go, please let us go. Means ये जो आपने वो बनाया ना, जो entire doc बनाया, ये जो आपने entire document आप दिखा रहे हो, like keyword plans, media plans, like मुझे ये बताओ कि flow क्या है, like मुझे कहाँ से start करना है and then फिर क्या करना है ऐसे करके, and also
So
that thing
here
that
in the
internal
training deck, you have the entire flow. You have to start from project planning, keyword planning, media planning, social media planning, SEO planning, website setup, setting up meta ad account, Google Merchant Center setup. Then you have to push conversion tracking, make a search campaign, shopping campaign, performance max campaign, dynamic remarketing campaign, in meta, conversion campaign, catalog
these
campaign,
all are
marketplace
drafted
shopping.
campaign, right? Draft,
Hmm.
like
You have to make these campaigns. You have to make these campaigns yourself in
like
your own account.
means I
For
can
this
draft,
account,
how I can launch without budget or without anything to sell or
okay,
something.
you can launch it. You can launch the campaign in Google without budget.
How, like,
You can launch it. It won't get impressions. You can still launch it.
okay, like we can't able to see the analytics in that case.
Yeah, you won't be having the traffic on the campaign. Right now, the idea is to launch the campaign. It's only about launching the campaign. Okay, I know for the fact that we guys would want to learn everything in the first day. You know how much time I
No,
took in
no,
Google to learn Google Ads?
no, I
Any idea?
understand that, but the thing is, I want to know, you have started from very like the topic which is which might be might you have started after letting us understand that what you are exactly going to teach us. Like I wanted to know before कि भाई, what is that training part, what is this the deck file all about and everything, but you have started from that search part and everything.
Yep. So this training part starts with understanding how to make a project,
Mm-hmm,
how to do keyword planning,
mm-hmm,
how to do media planning,
mm-hmm.
social media planning. We have 5 topics for the digital marketing plannings in the beginning.
Okay,
Then we have topics for e-commerce store setup.
okay,
Then we have topics for ad account setup.
okay.
Then Google Merchant Center setup.
Mm-hmm.
Then conversion tracking and GTM setup.
What is this first
And
month, second month
that's
members?
something which is beyond it. First of all, you have to launch all of these campaigns in your account.
Okay.
Once it's launched,
Mm-hmm.
if you think that now you are good to go, you are able to launch all the campaigns, you have understood everything,
Mm-hmm.
then only you join a traineeship program
Mm-hmm.
where you get access. If you pass this traineeship, if you pass
Mm-hmm.
this assessment, then you get access to uh, this account, Springtail's Google Ad account
Mm-hmm.
and Springtail's Meta Ad account. So you can see what exactly is happening in the account.
Okay. And for which you will charge something.
For which there's a fee behind it. That's right. In the second month, if you can stick in the project for at least 1 month with all the patience in your life that you would have, then only you get into the second month of project membership, from where now you start making the changes in the account. You start making the changes in the campaign.
Okay.
But for that, there's a long journey.
No,
You have
for
to launch.
so basically for the first month you will charge something to just view, letting us view that your account, right?
That's right. That's right. So
And
no, I'll be coming with you on weekends, on Saturday and Sundays at 9:30.
mhm. And you help us understanding that
I'll
account.
be accessing you. Yeah, I'll be guiding you. What have you done in the week? What will you need from me? How the campaigns are doing? How the projects is happening? I'll be telling you everything.
And from second month you will ask us to do the changes or do the create the campaign on your
Exactly.
account.
Exactly. Because
Second
before
two
second
months.
month, yeah, in the second month, basically. Yeah,
So this is 2 months traineeship program, right?
exactly. This is 2 months of traineeship plus membership program because the idea is to make you an expert that will take at least 2 months of time if you're
So
starting from the
how
beginning.
much it will the traineeship for first month and the both first and second month?
Deepti, you are questioning me this for the third time now.
No,
I can
means
open up the chat.
no, but
It's
I
already
asked you for that discount part, na? Or you told me that we will discuss on in.
discount is a separate thing, Deepti. You already asked me the cost. It's there in the chat, right?
No, that is okay. That is okay. But you told me
First,
that we
first,
will.
okay, hold on. The pricing is shared with you, right?
Yes.
You have to do all of these tasks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You apply for it.
Mm-hmm.
1 second. You apply for it. You complete the assessment.
Mm-hmm.
Then in the end, you will get the link for the
Mm-hmm.
first month for which the pricing is shared. It's
Mm-hmm.
not necessary that the discount is given to you.
Mm-hmm.
If you qualify for it, then some percentage of discount, maybe 5 to 10%, will be added to your name.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, cool. Now back to the plan, guys. I'm sorry for delaying it much. I know it's about, oh my God, we have lost 2 hours now. Anyways, now how will we get the bidding for real estate amount? The most important part. Any idea how can we pull the bidding amount, guys? Dipti, Safa, Sunita, bidding amount for real estate in for a company based in Noida or Delhi trying to sell their flats. How would we get the bidding amount? Safa, any idea?
No, I don't have any idea.
Sunita, how can we pull up the bidding amount? Sunita, I guess if you worked in for SEO, you guys should know about the bidding amount, guys. Bidding amount for SEO, guys.
We
Is
don't
it
do
not?
bidding.
Don't you guys use keyword planner too?
Yeah, we use keyword planner too, but we don't bid on any. Like we bid on
Let's
the highest keywords, like which have the.
okay, that's right. So let's try to pull up some numbers from the keyword planner
In
tool.
keyword planner, already
Okay.
the bidding amount will be
Yeah, it
placed.
is already there. So we
Sorry,
take
sorry,
the
I didn't
highest
hear the
bid.
last part. Yeah, we take the highest part, but we can pull the bidding amount from keyword planner, right? We just put Delhi or Noida. We want to show the ads to Delhi and Noida both. And we ask the client if he's having a 3 BHK flat or 4 BHK flat. Usually in Delhi market, it's either gonna be a 2 BHK flats or 3 BHK flats, or it could be 2 BHK apartments. Cool. Click on get results, and here we get the biddings. If you want, you can download this entire list. You can just click on this download keyword ideas. We'll be having all the list of ideas by Google. We are having 610 keyword ideas. We have to find out amazing 30, 40 keywords from here. But can you just tell me the average by looking on these top keywords? What could be the average? What could be the average?
4 rupees. 3 to
No,
4
no,
rupees.
here, top page. Never look for low range. I'm sorry if I shown you this data. Just don't skip this
10,
data. This is the data to show the ads at the very low positions. It
10,
will
10, 10, 10, 10.
10, no?
It's around 50.
Actually,
Yeah,
the top page bid lower range. Okay, sorry, I
right,
saw lower
right.
range.
So low range means when Google in the historical data has shown the ad in the least amount, which will not happen. Even if it happens, the ad will show up in the second and third page, which will barely be happening. So don't just go, never give this bidding amount to any of your client. Don't make a media plan from this bidding amount. Always go with this amount. So the
This is
average
also
seems,
hypothetical, no?
no, oh my God, no, it's not hypothetical.
But I was told by one of my mentor when I was learning the basics of Google or Meta as from basics to advanced. He told that the keyword planner gives the data which is not exactly accurate. It is
Okay,
approx always.
not having exactly accurate and hypothetical are really two different meanings.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think these two words are same?
No, no, no.
When you say hypothetical, it is something which we have just thought by ourselves, like
Mm-hmm.
we have seen aliens. That's hypothetical.
No, no. Yeah,
Yeah, the
got it.
data is not exact. That's a different story, but it's not hypothetical.
Okay. So we can
See?
ask, we can give them the approx data. We can tell him that this is the approx bidding amount, right?
Yeah, so we have this figure. We can clearly see the bidding amount is falling somewhere in between 16 to 70. Even for most of the keywords, the bidding amount given by Google, it's given by Google only. No one else is giving this bidding amount, right? By Google, Google is saying for 2 BHK flats, I can easily show the ads if you bid somewhere around 63, right?
Yes,
Right?
yes,
For
yes.
other keywords, we have it somewhere in 17, 33, 34, 43, 67.
Mm-hmm.
So even if this data is not accurate, can you say that if your campaign is bidding somewhere in between 40 to 80, your ads can be shown?
No, it is
But
if
now
it
you
is not
know
accurate. Yeah, if it is not accurate, we can't say. But now if we know, we can
in
say that.
range. It's not in accurate. That's why I'm saying in a range. Had it
Mm-hmm.
been accurate, I would have said we have to bid with 83.5 rupees. I'm saying in a range.
Mm-hmm.
Can we bid somewhere in between 40 to 80? That's a huge range, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or can I say, can we bid with 1 rupee?
No,
No, why are we saying that? Because we
because
have this data here. We are
exactly,
assuming that this data is having some sort of importance, right?
exactly.
So that's why we are saying go with an average number.
These
The
are the
average,
historical data.
yeah, these are real historical data.
Okay.
How do I show you? Okay, just, oh my God. Just read this line. I want you to read this loud, please.
Top of the pays bid high range show the higher range of what advertiser have historically paid for a keyword's top of the page bid. Based on your location, search network settings, the average CPC of your keywords may vary. Yeah, got it.
So Google clearly says it's historical data. And if we are thinking of making our life on Google, then we have to give some trust to Google as a platform,
Exactly.
right? That's why I made you read
It,
this
it
line, right?
also says that it may vary.
It may vary. That's totally fine. That's why I'm saying stick in a range. It will vary. It will always vary. But we are
Mhm.
just trying to find out some range from here.
Exactly.
Okay, media plan is not exactly what we are gonna get. Media plan is a plan.
Plan.
Numbers are always gonna vary. It's a
Mm-hmm.
projection. That's the correct word. Projection.
Mm-hmm.
We are giving a projected plan.
Mm-hmm.
When we say to someone that the person is going to get 80% marks, we don't actually mean he's going to get 80% marks, but
You
we
might
know
go
he will score
more.
somewhere in for 65, 60. We know he's not going to fail, right? The teacher would know it always.
You
So
might get
now,
higher or might be lower than 80%.
yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. That's
Yeah.
totally fine. So now from here, from this keyword planner tool, we are trying to pull up the average bidding amount. That's the number we are trying to get. So can we go with 50 rupees as an average bidding amount, guys? Do you think that's
Yes,
fine?
yes, 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 yes.
Perfect. Perfect. So now, after all this discussion, we have reached to a point where we are deciding the average bidding amount for a search campaign as 50. And this is not by assumption, this is something that we have got from the keyword planner tool. Right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Now, clicks. How do we divide the clicks? How do we get the clicks? Formula for clicks. Can anyone tell me formula to obtain clicks?
Monthly budget by CPC.
Absolutely. So we just move our arrow, our keys, put it I6, which means monthly budget, divided by 50. You get 700 clicks in the entire month. Now, what is CTR? Click rate.
That is the uh,
Click
link,
rate of the ad
link
copy.
by impression one.
Yeah, that's right. Clicks upon impressions. So if we type, let's say, buy 3 BHK flat, now this is more towards the assumption level, but we know that if we have our ads running, or if we want to show our ads in the top 3 positions, how many of the out of 100 would be clicking the ad copy?
Probably 10.
Probably 10. So we have a 10% click-through rate, a
Exactly.
random figure,
Exactly.
right? We know for the fact that it could be 10, 15, or 20%. Could be as bad as, if it's showing somewhere at the bottom, it could be as bad as 2%, right?
Yes.
This is, we are looking at the data. We are not making hypothetical numbers. We are just going through the account. We can do the maths. Let's say the maths could be, if we have 15 listings on Google, out of 15, let's say out of 100, every listing will be getting 6% of CTR if people will click it equally, right? This is the data.
Mm-hmm.
And we would know if the ads are serving in the top positions, it would be more than 6. If it's serving below top position, it would be less than 2 or 3, right?
Yes.
So it will vary. It will be staying somewhere in between 4 to 8.
Mm-hmm.
4 or 3 being a very bad CTR and 8 or 10 being a good CTR, right?
Yes.
And the ad positions will always change. I guess you know it.
Yes.
If I type buy 3 BHK flat in Delhi again, now the 99 acres is off the second
Sometimes
position.
if you will not engage with this ad, it might not show the ad.
Absolutely, absolutely. So the positions will always change. Your clients would want your ad to stick to the first position, but that's not going to happen at all. It can never happen. It can never happen. The ad will not be staying in the first position at the 100% times. Even if you have a very good CTR, you can easily go with having it as 7%. You don't like 7%, put it 8% or 9%. Don't go beyond 10%, right? Now, the formula for impressions is quite simple. I'm not going to explain it. The formula for CTR is, guys, click upon impression into 100. Here we have the formula written for CTR. Someone has told me this.
Mm-hmm.
For impressions, it's going to be clicks divided by CTR. Simple maths,
Mm-hmm.
right? Into 100 is still same.
Yes.
So for impressions is equal to clicks divided by CTR. So we can have 10,000 impressions for the search campaign out of spending 35,000 rupees over here. Now, the most important question to end the media planning for search campaign is, what would be the conversion rate? Which means, if for a real estate company, okay, 99 acres, let's go over here. If 100% comes on the website, how many out of 100 do you think can click on this contact button and make a call?
2.
2, because we have other listings as well, right?
Exactly.
But 99 acres is a listing company, it's not an actual real estate company. When you will get a client, he will only be having, possibly he will only be having one single real estate company.
Yes.
I mean, one single project, right? So
Mhm.
let's say I pull up a landing page of one single company. Okay, I'm just trying to check if I have a landing page of any of my existing projects. I'll be having it somewhere saved. I'm just not having it on top of my mind. Okay. Okay, I'm just, okay, let's say this is a real estate page, because the landing page is going to look something like this. A page having the property detail in the back,
Mhm.
having some listings over here. This is the normal example of a landing page. Usually, when you think about the service-based landing pages, we need inquiry forms in it,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
We need WhatsApp button into it.
Exactly.
We need a consult now button into it. The people who comes on the landing page can fill up the landing page. And we are not charging any money for it, by the way, guys. The moment we put any payment gateways to the inquiry forms, the conversion rate drops down drastically.
Exactly.
For 99 acres, you said considerably that we can easily have a 2% conversion rate. How about this website? How much this website can have a
Maybe
conversion rate?
1.
Less than 99 acres?
No, I think it'll have more.
Yeah, so 99 acres having 10 listings was having 2% conversion rate. Now this website only having one single listing, right? People have typed 2 BHK flats in Delhi. This website is having 2 BHK flats in Delhi written over here. We are talking about how many conversion rate we can think of when people either fill up the inquiry form, schedule a call, create a WhatsApp message conversation, or take free consultation.
1.
Combination of all these four.
1.
Now you have decreased it. Okay.
No,
So if we have
no.
more options to convert, will it increase or decrease? Will the
It'll
conversion rate increase or
increase.
decrease?
It'll increase.
But again, coming to the point, might be people will not trust this website. Might
But
be if we are not having brand awareness.
Yeah, that's totally fine. People are not buying the product, paying the money. They are just simply filling up the
converting.
inquiry form.
Conversion is what? Conversion means final conversion, right?
No,
Or just
no,
lead.
no, 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 no. Okay, okay, okay. For us, for digital marketers, our job is done the moment we get the inquiry. That's it.
Okay, got it. Then for leads,
For
it
a
will
day,
be good.
yeah, lead is a conversion for us.
Yeah, okay, got it. I thought the
Okay.
final conversion of the buying
No,
the
no, no, no,
property.
not at all. That's not our job, by the way.
Mm-hmm,
Okay. Let's say you are having a project, managing a project, say sends 1,000 leads to the sales team.
mm-hmm.
And this sales team has not converted a single lead. Now, whose job is not done here? Is it yours who has sent the 1,000 leads to the sales
But
team?
it might be us because
Potentially.
because might be our leads is not that much quality.
Exactly. It can be. It can be definitely if we are not choosing the right keywords. But we are choosing the keywords which says 2 BHK flats in Delhi.
Mm-hmm,
We have taken them to a landing page which also says 2 BHK flats in Delhi.
mm-hmm,
When we make them fill out the inquiry form, we ask them the flat type to choose,
mm-hmm.
and then only they are submitting the lead.
Exactly.
So with all of these settings, do you think the quality of the lead is going to be a problem?
Not maximum time, no.
No, not in the case of search campaign. We can still argue this can really happen in the case of meta ad, lead generation, and WhatsApp campaigns because there people don't search.
Exactly.
Search
They just
campaign
fill
plays a
auto
very
fill
high
that
quality
form.
role. No, no, that's not the question. Okay, hold on. Now we have to make this conversation a little bit longer. Why does search campaign is having the highest quality as compared to any other
बिकॉज
campaign?
बिकॉज मैं बताती हूँ बिकॉज अगर मुझे कुछ भी परचेस करना और मैं खुद से उसे सर्च कर रही हूँ तो मैं ज्यादा इंटेंट है मुझे परचेस करने का
Exactly. We have an intent. We have an intent. The word intent only and only belongs to a search and the shopping campaign.
एग्जैक्टली
For other ad campaigns, we have interest, but not intent. Think about it. Now, a person who is searching by himself after coming on Google 2 BHK flats in Delhi, he got an ad, clicked on the ad. Now he comes on the landing page having 2 BHK flats in Delhi. Then he filled up the inquiry form after going through the entire website. After then he filled up the inquiry form, then the lead is going to have some potential,
एग्जैक्टली
right? But the question is that we are trying to ask or trying to understand is how many out of 100 will be filling up the inquiry form. Again, we don't care if people are getting converted or not.
more than the magic bricks. Yeah,
How many any number?
probably 6 5 6.
Yeah, that's right. So
5 to 10.
so we have discussed it by far. I cannot show you the accounts, but if I show you the accounts, if I get an option, a chance someday to show you the accounts, I can show you that for the real estate search campaigns, we have got a conversion rate of somewhere in between 3 to 7%. I'm just thinking of showing you any ad account where I can show you the data for a search campaign. Let's see if I can show you any account. Okay, this is an account. Cool. This is the overall data. The account is not running right now. Okay, did we not run any campaign in this account? No, we have spent 64,000 rupees. So why the hell the campaign is not showing up? Any reason why the campaign is not showing up? Can anyone help me to find out the campaign? Okay, it says enabled. So the campaign is deleted. It won't show up if we have the campaign status chosen as enabled. Guys, even understanding this, entire platform, this entire panel is going to take a lot of time. So you can practice this panel even if you don't spend any budget into it. So I can just click on enable, click on all. And here we have some campaigns. I'm just trying to check if I have had no. For real estate, I have lots of campaigns for other businesses, nothing for real estate. Okay, New Realtor is another company. I won't be explaining you the data. Oh God, even this scan account did not work. Okay, now I think I can pull up some search campaigns for you. Okay, how do we filter the search campaigns? Click at and filter campaign type has to be search. Then we click on apply. We have all time data selected already. Cool. So now you can see the conversion rates. The overall conversion rates for the filtered campaign is 5.80%. Can you see that? This is the conversion rate. Hello. Has everyone left? No, you're still there. Guys, can you see the conversion rates?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so these conversion rates are coming from the search campaigns for the real estate business. I guess the landing pages are not running right now. That's right, the landing pages are not running. But when they were running, we had a project over here, and how to prove if these campaigns are for a searched base account, I can still show you the keywords of this campaign, which shall be available in keywords tab. So this will be having flats. You can see flats 2 BHK, right? Can you see that? Hello?
Yes, yes. One doubt.
Perfect.
Actually, how many keywords can we place in a campaign?
Usually we go with around 20 to 40 keywords.
Okay.
Try to keep it, I usually go with around 20, 30 keywords. Depends on the business as well, but yeah, at least go with anywhere in between 10 to 40.
Okay.
For service-based keywords, we usually have less keywords. For product, we usually have more keywords. Let's say for artificial jewelry, we'll be having keywords like artificial earring. Then we will be having keywords like blue earring, gold earring, silver earring. We'll be having a lot of keywords if it's a product. If it's a business, especially if it's a service, let's say if it's a real estate, we will only be having 5 major keywords: 2 BHK flats, 3 BHK flats, buy property, flat in Delhi, apartment in Delhi. We'll be done with 10, 15 good keywords. Go with additional set of keywords as well. But yeah, having 20, 30 keywords would be fine. Now,
Which like
what
mostly what like we use exact phrase. Like
I have this habit of going with phrase match keyword. Another
oh,
discussion, what type of keywords we shall go with. Having a keyword with broad means if we have a keyword which says buy flats in broad, then technically any single word of the keyword can show the ad, which means when somebody types buy car, it can show the ad. If we have buy flat keyword in broad, if somebody types in buy, let's say buy shoes, the ad can still be shown technically. Even if somebody types old car, I'm sorry, old apartment, that can be shown. Rent apartment, that can be shown. If the keyword is there in broad match. I hope you guys are aware about the broad phrase and exact matches.
yes.
Cool. And if it's about phrase, then the ad will only be shown for searches around buy flats. If we have keyword buy flats in phrase, if you have an exact, then the ad will only be showing when people are typing buy flats or its variants: buy flat, buy flats, purchase flats, or get flats. Then only the ads will be showing up. So try to go with phrase. Always and always avoid adding broad keywords into the campaign unless your client wants to waste his money. Cool.
Yes.
Now, what numbers do you guys want me to put in this plan? How much conversion rate shall I add?
5%.
5% is a very good number. Yeah, 5% for any service-based business search campaign is a very, very good number. We can easily go with vouch for 5% conversion rate, which means we can expect out of 100 people coming on the website, 5 people can fill up the inquiry form, right? And by the way, if we have to increase this conversion rate, I just want you guys to give me one single idea. How can you increase the conversion rate for any campaign running? We don't want to change any. Don't want to make any change in keywords, campaign, or the ad copy. We still want to change this conversion rate. We want to increase the conversion rate from 5% to maybe more. What can we do? The simplest way for real estate.
Optimization.
Yeah, what we do? Optimization is something that we have to do. I can simply put up a button that says download brochure. That's it. Change
What-
nothing. Simply added a button that says download brochure.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Means if for this real estate we can do this download brochure, we can
Yeah.
put, yeah. Or for
Yeah.
other we can do something free ebooks वगैरह करके.
We will always be having some options in different businesses. I was just talking about real estate. If we have an option of download brochure, people will click on the button and you see here, that's the magic. So when we say download brochure, we don't provide the brochure. We ask them to fill up the inquiry form and then only we say, here, get brochure. They click on get brochure. On the next page, we provide them a brochure so that they can easily download the brochure. So after clicking this submit button, they shall either be getting the brochure in the website, in the email, or they shall be landing to another page which is having the brochure, so they can download it. I can show you this thing which I did with a client. So here we says download brochure, an institute, right? We wanted to increase the conversion rate for this website. We were having this inquiry form only. We added these buttons. When somebody says or clicks on view course detail, we don't provide the course detail. We pop up this inquiry form. When somebody says download brochure, we pop up the inquiry form. The moment people fill up this inquiry form, click on submit, they go to another page in a couple of seconds. It's going to take a while. Maybe service is slow right now to fill up the inquiry. Now, this is something which we have to improve. Here, we have to improve the engagement rate. We have to improve the form fill-up rate. But the point is, when somebody makes the inquiry, here they download the course curriculum or the brochure. Right? Here we have all the brochure listed. I click over here, and the brochure is here. Make sense?
Yes.
Cool. So now we have a 5% conversion rate. Adding more call to action buttons or call to action points can increase the conversion rate. Having a bad inquiry form would decrease the conversion rate. Now, conversions formula. Conversions is equal to 5% of what number? Of clicks, right? So we have 35 conversions. Any confusion in pulling out the conversions?
No.
It's equal to 5% of actual traffic. This is the conversion, right? Cost per sale is equal to total cost, which means monthly budget divided by number of sales. So we got a lead in 1,000 rupees. Now we have a very good number. We can easily walk up to this client and ask him if he need, let's say 1,000 rupee leads in a month. He has to spend 1,000 into 1,000, which means 10 lakh rupees only and only for a search campaign, right, guys?
Yes. Got it.
And then we have an entire night left to pull up the numbers for the remaining campaigns. But I guess now we shall end up the call. Oh my God, we have already spent around 2.5 hours. And I guess
This
two
recording.
of the people. Yeah, the recording is happening.
So we have this class for this only this day, or we have Saturday, Sunday?
That's it. No. The class was happening only for this day. You guys are supposed to go through this entire project deck, which means this deck, and complete all of these sessions. Then you fill in the project questionnaires. That shall take at least 2 weeks of time to give the assessment. And then if you still feel you need some help from me, then only you join the traineeship program. If you do join the traineeship program, then you'll be getting added in this deck as well. And then this Saturday, Sunday session can happen.
Okay, for this 2 months, right? That view वाला account also, and then we can जो हम लोग बना सकते हैं उसमें भी, right?
हाँ, अपने आप तो बनाना ही बनाना है. मतलब ऐसा मत समझें कि किसी और का अकाउंट देख के आप एक्सपर्ट बन जाएंगे.
Got
से
it.
कैंपेन बनानी पड़ेंगी तभी कुछ आएगा दीप्ति, अदरवाइज सब
मतलब
सब ऐसा गाय तक फैल
लाइक
जाएगा.
मुझे ऐसा लगा कि स्प्रिंग टेल के लिए वी कैन रन एड्स.
Not now. That will happen maybe after 2 months.
Up to 2
अभी
months.
नहीं हो सकता वो.
हाँ तो
right.
उसके लिए भी तो वी हैव टू पे ना, उसके लिए वी हैव टू पे.
हाँ बट बाद में ना,
हाँ.
तो जरूरी नहीं है, मतलब उस ऐसा नहीं है, उससे कुछ बहुत शानदार हो जाएगा. आई नो यू आर ईगर टू वर्क ऑन द प्रोजेक्ट, बट लेट्स से इफ आई मेक यू वर्क ऑन द प्रोजेक्ट तो सब कुछ वो प्रोजेक्ट ही खराब हो जाएगा.
यस.
अभी तो यू आर नॉट कैपेबल एनफ टू अंडरस्टैंड, मतलब नाउ तो अभी तो यू डोंट इवन नो द टर्म्स. इट्स अ वेरी अर्ली डेज फॉर यू. अभी तो you have to learn a lot. We have discussed about couple of formats, couple of metrics, but you have to go through a lot of metrics in your life as of now.
Got
You
it.
need a proper training for at least one single platform first. Don't learn everything, just go with one single platform.
Okay.
If you are going with Google, learn and master search campaign first. Nobody stops you from launching the search campaign. You can launch as many search campaigns as you want. Launch other campaigns as well. We have around 8 to 10 campaigns in Google. Launch all the campaigns in your own account.
Okay.
Master Google, then go to Meta, and then think about working on a project.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So thanks for patiently listening to me, Dipti and Sunita, both of you. Hi guys, I hope you don't have any further question. If you do, then let's discuss it on another session. Shall we say good night for the day?
Yeah. Can we, if I have any doubt on the deck, then can I ask you via mail or via WhatsApp?
Yeah, maybe mail is the better option. If I will be available, I'll try to answer you via email.
Okay, thank
That's
you
the
so
best.
much. And kindly share
All
this
right.
meeting link as
I'll
well.
just try to stop this presentation first of all, and the recording, and then I will share the recording in the
Okay,
group.
thank you so much. Good night. Have a nice
Welcome. Bye bye.
night. Have a nice night. Thank you. Bye.